Us with child like we're
Did
all children anyway.
did you want to introduce this thing before I play it?
Hey, well, there you go. Can you hear us?
Hi, how you doing?
Wave at me if you can.
Hello.
Welcome. Sure.
Mm.
All right.
Hold on one second.
No problem.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I mean, it seems to me like having the camera suddenly go on
Well, that's more of a
would
distraction
be
than
more
anything.
distracting. Yeah.
Are we talking like
Yeah.
an old timey clickety clack camera or?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Trying to determine if Mo can hear us or not.
Mo, if you don't know, you're muted. So
I sure hope
I'm muted.
so.
Her mic is muted, and that's fine.
Okay.
Should still have ears on though.
Oh,
Kai,
and by the way,
did you want to introduce this before I hit play on it?
I do. Okay, she can. Yes. So it is Mo's birthday today. Happy birthday, Mo.
Happy birthday.
feliz
And
cumpleaños.
so she
Happy
inspired
birthday
me.
with the full mouth. Sorry.
No problem.
She inspired me to actually record a little bit of guitar stuff. So take it away, Kason.
Right.
Oh wow.
We need to turn up.
DM thingy.
Yeah, I had to turn it up.
Ta-da.
Awesome.
That was
That
you?
was two
Well
strings at
done,
once.
dude.
Yeah. It's literally just the D minor scale. But
Still,
it sounded really nice. So
I'm actually really jelly. I've always wanted to learn how to play.
it's hard.
It is hard.
I have tiny hands, so.
That makes it even harder. I tried to learn guitar once.
No, I
still
literally
have
have tiny
my-
hands and feet. Like my hands and feet stopped growing when I was 9 years old.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, I have.
Wow.
When my mother was pregnant with, she had intrauterine growth retardation. So I'm very tiny. I'm only 5 feet, and I wear a size 4 in kids' shoes.
What the hell?
Huh.
How do you get? I'm just. Never mind.
I walk. I walk.
I was gonna say, how do you have balance? But whatever.
I didn't walk until I was a year. I didn't walk until I was almost 2 years old.
They have ramps.
low center of
Damn.
gravity.
Yeah, I don't have really good balance. Sometimes my legs will give out, and I can walk on the sides of my feet. So like my Yeah. Yeah, I have little
Right.
tiny monkey feet. I look like a hobbit.
So before we begin, any business, any comments, suggestions, any news, anything anybody wants to share?
Do you have a question of the day?
I do have a question of the day.
Yay, I love answering them.
I do have a question.
Here I am.
When are we
fixing a
gonna
thing, and
level up to 8?
So-
I asked him that like 2 days ago.
That actually came up. I can't remember. I think I was talking to Seraphima about
Yep.
that. Was it you two?
Yeah.
So my intention was for you guys to level up after Skullport.
You
However,
have told me that.
it's a way away, and the thing is, the way Undermountain is designed, like by the book, you guys are over leveled for where you are right now.
Really?
So that's part of why some of it's been a little easier than it probably should be.
I'm
If
not
I hold
complaining,
off
just
to
saying.
level you, if I hold off to level you up till after Skullport, then you would be at the appropriate level.
Okay.
So that's why I've been kind of holding it back a little bit. All in all, I think you guys leveled up the last time was just right before Undermountain, basically, in Lionora. So you hadn't done much since then. So. Oh, right, because yeah, that's right. Let me tell me, how does that look, the thing, the token? Does that look good to you? Right. Yeah. All right.
What did you wait? You changed your token? Oh. Hmm.
Yeah, you can tell better on a map. So, I lost my train of thought. Where was I? Oh, question of the day. That's right. Oh, this is a good one. What is your worst habit? Your
Oh,
character's worst habit. I should specify every time.
Public masturbation. Oh, character.
I believe that.
Are you a monkey now?
I saw that on Reddit and I was like, should I? No, I
Yes,
should. Yes, I
always.
should.
Wait, what are we
That's the
talking
point of
about?
the safe room, bro.
Oh, what did you do?
I'm horrible.
Monkey business.
So, sorry, Kai.
Oh my god, that's horrible. Nope, I'm done. We're good.
Sorry, Kai. What were you? I'm sorry, Kalania. What were you
I did
trying
not
to
expect to
say?
see monkey penis.
Still
What
trying
the
to
fuck?
remember that post because I don't remember that reaction.
It's not that far up.
Just a monkey
Couple
sitting
days
on a
ago.
mirror, yakking himself off. Okay, god damn.
You have to come back to me. I'm thinking about one though.
I don't usually have a gag reflex.
Are you want me to come back to Kai? Okay. Drax or Hind or Kylie? Yeah.
Spending too long in books.
I think Bart's is
It's
kind of
gotten
obvious.
better.
Yeah.
It's gotten better, but it's still.
You're one of the. I think Bart would be one of those people in modern times that would probably get hit by a bus because he was too busy with a book to look up.
That's reassuring.
I'm sure there's probably been a stagecoach one time that was like, "Get out of the way!"
Oh.
I don't like this.
What happened to you? Got hit by a bus again.
Mhm. How about Seraphima?
I get distracted easily.
Mm.
Seraphim was one of those people that has a tough time, I guess, staying focused, because once she finds a new idea, she kind of is like, "Ooh, sparkly, shiny." So yeah, it would be safe to say she
Squirrel.
has ADD. Yeah, she has squirrel mentality. Everybody says I have ADD. They just don't understand. Oh, look, a chicken!
All right, Mortimer, back to you. These are good. I'm glad we started doing this. This is an interesting experiment.
I'm going to kind of combine the two and just say kind of overconfidence in ridiculous ideas.
Overconfidence,
God damn it, Kai!
like that dog there.
I don't want to know.
That GIF is basically a description of what he just said.
Yeah, really.
Overconfidence and ridiculous idea. All right. So with that, unless anybody has any objections, I'm going to go ahead and get us started. If you do have an objection, well, that's too bad.
This is about
That eye. What's going on here?
Welcome to D&D, everybody. It's Dick Joe.
Fucking dogs.
All right.
Yeah, fucking dogs suck.
So, with the mage Calabash safely returned to this plane of existence, Remora returned to the Zentarum outpost, and you were led to the Goblin Bazaar by the necromancer Trenzia. You found a relatively peaceful band of goblins who have set up a makeshift flea market in the halls of Undermountain, selling scavenged goods and treasures of all sorts to adventurers that pass through. You met one such group, the Fine Fellows of Daggerford, who were staying at an inn that the goblins had put together, along with another group that you did not choose to speak to at the time. You met the goblins' leader, Yuck the Tall, who you later learned from one of the goblins is in fact Goblin himself. He was transformed by a magic circlet that he wears upon his head. In Yek's court, you listened to a group of hobgoblins who were seeking an alliance with Yek to reinforce the Legion of Azrock to fight Drow on the Sargoth level, one level down. You also learned that they knew the password that you need to gain entry to the Xanathar Guild outpost. After they left the market hall, the casting of a command spell helped you gain the passphrase for yourself, though you had to strike down the trio of hobgoblins afterwards. You returned to Calabash's chambers for the evening. You had a safe, restful evening. The next morning, you set back out into the arcane chambers, discovering that Mortimer had been replaced in the night by a simulacrum that he had made deal with Halaster for earlier in the dungeon. The simulacrum was dispelled, and Remora led you to a dwarven brewery, where you fought a water elemental that was made of fine dwarven ale. And you had to figure out how to get two of your companions out of pit traps left by the dwarves who originally dug into Undermountain. You devised a clever plan to get the huge barrel of fresh dwarven ale back to the goblin market, hoping that the delivery would help you convince them to aid you. And so that's where we're going to continue. You are currently rolling a 400-pound barrel of fine dwarven ale down the halls of Undermountain towards the goblin market. And I need... I'm going to start right to left this time. Bart, if you would, roll me a d20.
20? 6.
Okay. Give me one moment here, please. So, there we go. So, I will say this barrel is larger than the ones they usually bring into your tavern.
You know what we could do is we could drink it all, and then it wouldn't weigh as much. Yes. Okay.
Confidence and dumb ideas.
So up ahead, as Todrin's pushing this barrel of ale along, you can hear some humming. Just sounds like someone's just walking down the halls humming to themselves.
We all hear it.
You would all hear it. It's pretty loud.
Somebody's happy. Unlike us.
Hide behind this barrel.
We are behind this barrel.
And you see, poking his head around the corner is Halaster. There's, oh, hello!
Oh, this is no good.
So
Move
you
along, we'll act like we weren't
eventually,
even here.
as you're pushing the barrel, he comes along and he says, "That's a mighty fine barrel of ale you have." You all see as he's walking along with you, he's wearing a bathrobe and these fuzzy slippers, and he's got a bag in his hand that he's eating something out of. It's very crunchy. He just says, "So, my apprentices, how are you doing?" He looks to you, Bart and Remora.
Oh, moving a barrel.
He just nods his head and he says, "As one does, yes."
Yes.
So he holds out this bag of whatever he's eating out to each of you. He says, anyone?
What is it?
I'll reach in and grab whatever he's got there.
So you pull out what appears to be just like a thin, kind of chunky looking, orangish chip of some sort, and it's got like
A
orange
thin,
dust on your.
chunky
It's a
orange
Dorito?
chip.
It's Cheetos. And it literally the bag has an animated cheetah on the front. It says Cheetos. They're good.
They are. Oh wait, is this in character?
Yeah, he's holding it out and he says they're good.
I'll like snip it, and I'll take a bite.
And I stare at Bonfire. I stare at like. There's not Cheetos willy-nilly in the world, is there?
Not willy-nilly, no, but he's a master wizard. In fact, when he turns around to hand these to Bart, you see on the back of his bathrobe it says "World's #1 Wizard" on the back.
I gotta find out if that actually exists.
Bart wants to be Alistair without being so crazy.
I'm actually enthralled by this robe. I think it looks comfy.
It does look very cozy.
Or those pajamas you'd buy back in the early 2000s that said "juicy" on the ass.
Wow.
He's probably got one of those too.
So, having eaten this, Bart's eyes go wide, and he's like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say.
I don't either. I'm like,
He offers them to everybody. Does anybody else want one?
I'll take
They're
one
good.
and eat it.
They're good.
And he
I
says,
take one and eat it.
"I have something I want you all to help me with. How do you feel about restoration magic?"
Well, I have restoration spells.
I warily glance at Remora.
She just kind of shrugs. He says, come, this way. Leave the barrel here. No one will touch it, I promise.
I mean, we kind of have plans for the barrel.
Still be here, don't worry.
We have no other choice, I think, but to follow him.
If it's not here, do you promise to get another barrel at least this far for us? That's full?
He just glances over at the barrel and he says, come over here. Come over here. And he kind of gestures you all to move away from the barrel. Does everybody move?
Yeah,
Yes.
I move.
Todrin? Mortimer?
Once everybody else does, yeah, I'll sigh and try to stand it on its end, and once it's standing on its end and not rolling,
Yeah.
I'll walk over.
So he casts a spell, the whole barrel shrinks down to about the size of a table salt shaker. He reaches down and he picks it up and says, that's much better. And he hands it to you, Tondrin.
Oh,
What
thanks.
the hell?
What do I know about the shrink spell?
Lasts about an hour.
Okay.
You
I
tell
just
me
look
that?
at you. Yeah, it's temporary.
Now I can just vividly see a barrel just expanding in Todrin's pocket.
Right, I'm like, oh, that's good to know. I won't keep it anywhere that I'd like to keep.
I'll just assume you're happy to see me.
And he just pats you on the shoulder, Todrin, and he says, "It's okay. I really enjoyed watching you flex your muscles, but this is nicer."
Mm-hmm.
He says, "This way," and he turns around he just spins around on one heel and walks down the hall, leading you to a door.
I'll follow.
All right.
Yar.
He says, so he brings you into a chamber, and you can see there are 4 pillars that have. It's like carved into the pillars are beautiful elven women,
Oh no.
and in the middle of the room, they're the 4 of them are not in the corners of the room, but they're around this sort of a dais in the middle that has like a glowing circle in it. And around this thing, you can see there are. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put everyone on the map here, so you can see what I'm talking about.
I'm getting water. I'm not peeing.
No problem.
If you can
I
hear
love that
this.
you had to give us validation.
We couldn't
Well, it's
until you
pretty-
said something.
That's pretty disconcerting until you start to hear. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Okay, that was a toilet flushing. Until now, you had an excuse, but
Hmm.
Where is it? Hang on, just a second. I have lost a. There it is. Okay. All right. So,
Oh.
like I said, he leads you into this room, and I'm going to bring the map up for you. You see
a dark room with a white grid on the floor. Couple
So
floating
you
red question marks. Sorry, go ahead.
hopefully it'll come
There
up right.
it is.
Right. But you see this little creature walking around, kind of a little clank to every step, and it's just walking in a circle counterclockwise around the room. And he says, that's Halastron, don't worry about him.
I love it.
This, however, or he should be going that way. These are the Caryatids of Restoration. He kind of gestures you all to come forward.
I think it's a caryatid, I say as I walk up.
He says, it's Elven, I don't care.
Ah,
Sorry, now you should all be able to move freely.
Freaking quadrones. What are
Just-
they called?
so-
Moldrons?
Modrons.
Modrons.
close.
Mortimer, you're still drunk, for the record, just so we all are clear on that.
What? Oh, right, from the elemental.
Play like parties.
Right. And so he gestures to the dais in the middle of the room, and he says, "So, the way this works is any kind of creature that might be petrified or poisoned or what have you, I can bring onto this and restore them with a magic word."
How wholesome.
He says, "Indeed, follow me." And so he starts heading this way, and you see a long hallway that's lit magically. There are little orbs that are like hanging from the ceiling all the way down this hallway, and you can see there are multiple alcoves the whole way down. And he says, "I want you all to pick."
To pick a curtain?
Pick a curtain. You're free to look behind any curtain, but you can only pick one alcove. Just except for the last one on the left. You cannot. He turns to you and he's holding one finger out, and he looks almost like maniacal at this moment. He says, "You cannot pick the one on the left. The last one on the left is off limits." I'm not joking.
Maintain eye contact while they slowly point to the left.
Yeah. He says, "No, not that one."
I just nod.
I walk up to this curtain and I just kind of lean close to it. Can I hear anything?
You hear nothing.
I'll slowly walk down the corridor, seeing if I can listen to or hear anything.
Roll a perception check. The rest of you are free to move and do as you wish.
Just standing back
Natural
here.
20, 24.
Ooh, nice.
So, you don't hear anything in any of these rooms. They appear to, as far as you can tell, it's complete silence. They're, the curtains all look alike. As far as you can tell, there's no draft or anything. You don't get any sense of any movement.
Alright, well, I'll get to about here and I'll just turn to this one and I just look over at Hallister. This one?
He says, "Well, look in more than one before you pick."
Oh, we can look in multiple curtains.
Yes, of course. And he watches as Mortimer starts going down the hall and keeps an eye on him. And as he starts to approach that last one on the left, you just hear Alastair shout, "Not that one!"
I'll look over at Seraphima and just I reach down, grab her hand, and give it a squeeze. And we better get over there. It's gonna happen again.
I walk up as close as I can to this corner so that he can't see me start to move the curtain back with my staff.
Right. So you see there's a little plaque that is right next to the wall here that says "Danger."
Yeah, so he's
in danger.
as he's slowly reaching with his staff. As the closer he gets, my speed increases from a slow walk to a jog to a run. Like, hold on, Mark.
So he's been moving ahead for a while. It's gonna take you a little bit to catch up.
Yeah, so I'm like right here.
So Mortimer,
Why is this so funny?
So what you see inside as you push the curtain open, there is on the floor just a very small creature.
Oh my God.
It's a small dog, but it's petrified. It's made of stone. It's just a statue of a small dog.
I let out an audible "Aww."
And then I run into him full speed and tackle him to the right. Boom! Out of the doorway.
Roll a contested strength check for you, Todrin, and a dexterity check for Mortimer.
Get down!
Stoddard just
I am
tackles
crying.
Mortimer to the ground.
We probably go barreling through this curtain because I was honestly expecting like a bomb to go off or something. So
All right.
we've got
So-
momentum.
When the two of you move into you roll into this other room through the curtain, you look up and you see an absolutely massive statue before you. This creature stands
Fuck.
20 feet tall at least. Or excuse me,
Oh my god.
it's 50 feet tall.
Oh
It's
my
7
god!
50 feet tall, 7 feet long, or 70 feet long. It has to weigh hundreds of tons. It carries itself sort of like a bird of prey. It's leaned forward and it's using its powerful lashing tail for balance. The
Turn to
mouth
stone.
is filled with rows of teeth.
Um.
Oh my god!
I knew it! Nope!
Crap.
Nope! We are leaving!
I grab both sides of Hadron's head. I'm like, puppy! And I point back towards where we were,
And I'm like, what?
completely oblivious to what's behind me.
This, Mort, just come with me. We're walking away. We're walking
Puppy.
away. Yes, to the puppy. Let's go.
With
Now.
the fucking puppy.
So Bart and Seraphima, what are you two doing as this is happening?
Apparently, Bart is convulsing with laughter. Maybe I'm just like the third one on the right is calling to
Oh
me,
my
like
God.
like this, like I want this door.
What's behind the curtain I'm in front of?
One second here.
Mumble out the
Uh,
side of my mouth to Mortimer. They can't see you if you move very slowly.
Wait, this thing is alive?
So Bart,
No.
this is what you see behind the curtain. You see about 5 statues of these creatures that are standing there, just completely unmoving, but in poses that look like they're ready for combat.
How many of them?
You see 5.
I'm getting a slight like like a slight like inkling that Halaf petrified these creatures himself.
Seraphima, what you see behind
Solid
yours, there are 3 drow that are just standing in different
Ooh.
poses. That one of them has a sword that's halfway in its sheath, and the other one has what looks like a magic wand in one hand.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think all of these creatures behind these curtains are
Yeah.
creatures that Halasser has petrified himself.
And he nods his head behind you, and he says, "Indeed, I have. I've been saving them.
For what exactly?
Well, to release in the dungeon, of course."
Have I seen the
Same.
Tarrasque?
By now, that curtain at the end has opened enough that you can see the Tarrasque at the end of the hall.
Why would you do this to us, Casey?
I just turned back to Halaster. That thing too.
Not right now, but someday.
Wait
But not
until we
that
leave.
one on the left.
You do that too well, Case. I fucking love it. When you were like, he gets a little manic. I'm like, you don't fucking say. Holy shit.
All right, I'll look behind the one I just walked up to.
Behind it, you see there are 6 goats.
So y'all are gonna have us fight whatever we pick?
Hell, I mean, ideally, perhaps, maybe not, but yeah, it could happen.
Right.
Are
Let's
we
find
just
this one.
having these?
Sorry, what was that?
Let's find this
No,
one.
I was-
Do Todrin.
Todrin, when you open that one, you see there are 16 geese.
Ooh, not that one. I close the curtain.
Angry birds walking here and there and in your face.
Definitely not that one.
Birds see bears would like you to become more acquainted with the ground.
Seraphim, are you opening that one?
Yeah, I want to look at this first one.
All right. Behind it, you see there are 4 creatures that they appear to be humanoid. They walk on their back feet, but they look like frogs.
Froglodites.
Delicious. Anybody got oil?
God.
Halaster,
Wow.
Halaster just says, and they call me crazy.
What? I have to admit, frog legs are delicious.
It's not crazy, it's French.
I turn back to Hallister. So, are we choosing a group of statues to release into the dungeon?
You are. He just kind of rubs his hands together and has this crazed look in his eyes.
Well, I vote for the drow because they may work for the person we're looking for, by the way.
Oh, they've been
Probably get
here for.
information from them.
I think they've been here 100 years.
Maybe not.
Holy smokes.
I don't know how old Gnarl is.
Alright, what's behind this one?
I'm door number 1.
One moment here. Todrin, behind this one, you see there's a creature behind it that's on 4 stumpy legs. It's got gray skin, and it has a horn on the tip of its snout.
It's a rhino.
It is a rhino.
Hmm.
A rhino, huh?
I'm just gonna go with Sarah here and vote for the drow.
Say we could always get information.
You see
That
Halaster still keeping one eye on Mortimer.
Puppy.
I'll move to the next curtain.
I look at the curtain that's pulled back with all the geese in it, and I'm like, that is a lot of birds.
Angry birds.
Bart, you see there are 3 boar behind this one.
I also have one vote for the murder pigeons in this curtain.
What did the internet call geese? Angry chickens?
Angry murder.
Probably.
Angry murder water chicken.
Do you open that one, Bart?
Yes.
All right. Behind it, you see a mind flayer.
Oh.
Ooh.
Music change.
Dun 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 dun.
I look back at the group, and I look back in here at the mind flayer, and I look back at the group, and I approach the mind flayer.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
I'm sure that's wise.
it currently is in a pose where it looks like it's not standing on its feet. Instead, it is currently propped up against the wall, and the feet are kind of pointed downwards. It doesn't have anything in its hands. But both hands are kind of up in a not like a surrender pose, but almost like a as if it were trying to cast something or do something outwards.
Cast something.
Cast isn't the right word, but it looks its hands look like they're in sort of mildly aggressive pose. It doesn't have a visible weapon, and doesn't necessarily appear to be a magical effect, but something aggressive.
I have a good idea of how mind flayers work, right?
You've read about them. You know that not Halaster. You know that Xanathar has one that's currently working for, and that's where all the intellect devourers are coming from.
Then I would know it doesn't need.
This would be the first up close look at one you've ever had, though.
Cobra chicken. That's what they are. Sorry.
That was
I would know
Why
that
don't you
this
actually
thing
look it
doesn't
up?
need a weapon. It is a weapon.
right.
All right.
What you got down there, Bert?
It's a mind flayer.
So a big nope then.
Big nope.
Right. How about this one?
All right. In that one, you see there are two humanoid creatures that, but they have the heads and of a rat. They have gray fur on their arms. You'd recognize them as were-rats.
Oh boy. Do you think, I kind of nudge Bert with my elbow, do you think there's any chance
Any chance?
that there's a relation?
Oh. I'm not sure.
I mean, they're not always like that, clearly.
True, but if there is, they didn't mention any family down here.
Oh, why? Why, Payson? Jesus Christ.
Well, they've apparently been down here for a while. I don't know why they'd randomly mention family presumed dead.
Both of you roll it's called a perception check. Bart and Todrin.
Ugh. Gross.
Wow, the lag is real.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of NPCs on the thing right now, and I'm gonna clear the thing just because I need to get rid of some of them. So if everyone will stop moving for just a second, so I can take care of that. This is the reason I made them all individual encounters. So if you need to know what's behind them, I'll remove. I'll do them one at a time. Let's see if that clears it up. Does that clear up the lag? I think it did. Yes. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I knew when I made this that it was going to be a problem. So I'm just going to do them one at a time now. But you'll know what. I'll just remind you which ones they are. So with a 7 and a 5, it's really hard to say if there might be any relation. You've never really seen any of your friends, I'll say, in were-rat form before. You only know about it because it's been mentioned.
Right.
I mean, that's not true. I'm sorry. You've seen Kelso in were-rat form before.
Okay.
So I take that back. I forgot about that. But as far as if there's any way to tell if they're related, you have no idea right now.
Right. I don't know. I mean, if there's even a chance, it might be worth it. It's better than releasing something we know will be bad.
Halaster says, like the one on the left.
Right.
To be free.
I'm guessing appearances don't match reality with that one.
Beautiful creature I've ever seen.
Alright. A gnome riding a Yorkie.
Do you guys want to keep opening curtains, or do you have a choice?
Yeah, I think Bert's looking into that one there. And Sarah opened this one.
Yeah, I was looking into this one.
Did you get it? Cool, you got it.
So behind the one Seraphima's looking at, you see a rather bulky-looking, almost frog or maybe lizard-like creature that has these two massive bony claws that are like coming out of its knuckles, up on its hand.
Oh, that's gnarly.
Holy
So
smokes.
Hindrick, not
This looks
Todrin,
like
but
Dodogama.
Hindrick.
It's
This would
your
be the
baby
adult.
all grown up.
This would be the adult version of Hindrick's little.
Hindrick gave birth to one of these once. Not an
Wait, what?
exaggeration. That's a story for another time. Remind me, I'll tell you about it. But yep,
And
he was carrying
Bart-
around a tiny baby one of these taxidermied for a long time that he gave birth to, literally.
that's the reason I chose it.
You motherfucker.
That's so good.
Bart, behind yours, you see a smaller version of the Tarask, a much smaller creature. It looks similar, but not at all nearly as terrifying. You would remember one of these from
Jurassic Park?
no, you would remember one of them from the Sea Maiden's Fair. That Jarlaxle had one of these. You remember, it's called an Allosaurus.
Wait, Casey. Since I've seen it now.
So
That's exactly
that
what
would
I was
be
thinking.
the case for Wild Shape. Unfortunately, I looked into the challenge rating on them, and I think you have to be from the Circle of the Moon to actually do Allosaurus. I made this, however, encounter before I knew that, and so I apologize for that.
I
But
know that Circle of the Moon has to have combat like ready forms and animals.
yeah, so I will say though that there's a possibility you may come across something that might let you do higher level creatures. I don't know, but we'll see.
Okay.
Can she do this one later when she's higher leveled?
As it is right now, probably not.
Damn it.
But like I said, there may be a magical item that might help with that.
That'd be so cool.
I would be your mount.
Hell yeah. That sounds badass. So we got one more, right? One more over here.
You guys know this creature quite well. Todrin, when you open the curtain here, you see a troll that is in a very aggressive pose. It almost looks like it has something else in a bear hug. And you can see in the mouth the petrified remains of some poor person.
Gross.
It was
damn.
literally mid-snack.
Howdy, ugly.
Well, I concur with Todrin. I think we should go with the were-rats.
Mortimer, what are you doing?
Puppy.
Just staring at it.
It's brilliance.
Oh my god.
Halaster walks up behind you, and he just says, "That is the single most vicious creature here."
Its
And why
little
not?
tail.
I turn to him. I'm like, "There's a Tarask in that room, Halaster."
Oh, don't worry about Charlotte. She's fine.
It has a name?
Charlotte.
Well, I get its name is Charlotte, but why give it a name? It's not a...
Oh, the
Wait.
webs we weave.
Because it will outlast us all. Pure evil. Evil needs a name.
The music changed.
Tarask isn't evil. It's primordial.
That's what I said. Pure evil.
Yeah.
Right, so we got 2 for the were-rats. Sarah, Mort, any objections?
I mean,
We're running out of time on this barrel. I don't know how long this time bomb lasts.
all
About
right.
an hour. It's been, what,
Then
10,
yes.
15 minutes?
It hasn't been
Alright.
very long.
I'd say the were-rats then.
Halaster says, "All right, bring them over." He kind of gestures to you guys.
I can't say I didn't see that coming. Can you shrink these for me?
He's already walking away.
Son of a bitch.
Are
Are
they
they-
heavy?
Yeah, can I
They
like, tilt
weigh a lot. They're very heavy.
one? How heavy are we talking?
Stone statue heavy.
Well, right. Can you give me a number so I know if I need to
Just off the top of my head,
Several hundred
let's
pounds.
let's call it just off the top of my head. Let's say 300 pounds.
Okay. So I can lift, push, or drag one at a time.
I can't.
Wild. All right.
He says, and do be careful, Todrin. I need you to roll an athletics check.
So I'm not picking them up, just for clarification's sake. I'm gonna do my best to just hold it under an armpit and like drag it
Okay.
backwards across the ground.
Still gonna need an athletics check.
Okay.
I'm gonna help him, but
All right, you'll have it with advantage then.
Awesome.
There you go.
Ooh,
You know,
natural
you
20!
know.
All right. No
Just to
problem
see.
bringing it over.
It's
So
one
you guys
down.
get the first one to the Caryatids of Restoration. I have no idea if that's how it's pronounced or not. I really don't.
Caryatids. For sure.
did we look that up?
I think we did, that's why I'm so confident on it.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'll dust my hands off. I knew I'd be getting dirty being an adventurer, but manual labor is a new low. And I'll
So
trudge back down this way.
give me 1 minute here. I gotta put Remora Halaster back on here.
Yep, carry added.
Really, I was wrong?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Caryatid.
I say Caryatid.
Oh,
Yeah.
carry added is how it's pronounced.
Oh, my bad. I thought we looked that up.
No problem. I wasn't sure. I think I looked it up briefly and I was like, he's probably right. I don't know. So you get the first one there. Do you want to bring the second one over?
Yep.
He did say everything in there.
Yeah.
All right. I will need another athletics check with advantage if Bart continues to help you.
Alright. It's a good thing you're not a big fat guy, or this would be really difficult.
Todrin,
Oh no!
Hold on.
Don't tell me we're about to go over a huge waterfall.
Todrin, you guys get about halfway with the second one and you drop it,
Rocks
and
at
it
the bottom.
shatters into a million pieces.
Oh! Uh-oh.
Oh, that was the first time you cast Shatter, Todrin.
Is that supposed to be funny?
Mildly, yes.
Was that a goddamn joke?
You can laugh now.
And Halaster kind of looks down the hall and he says, "Oh well, at least we have the one."
Wasn't there 3? Or was it just 2?
There's just two.
It was two.
Okay.
Well, maybe we won't tell them about that one. In case they happen to be related. They're
So-
practically dead anyway, right?
So you guys help get Todrin. I'm gonna move. Mortimer, are you still staring at the Chihuahua?
Puppy.
You may have to drag him away later.
Yeah, I just reached down and grabbed the back of his hood and just drag him behind me as we walk down the hall. Let's go get your puppy when we get back.
All right. So, you get to the. Halaster instructs you to put the were-rat onto the dais in the middle of the chamber. And he says, "You may want to step back a little."
Oh, right, of course.
He however, remains standing within the circle of these Caryatids.
Well, he's a clone. He doesn't give a fuck if he dies. That's my theory.
And so he says, he cracks his knuckles. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I did that.
I did, yep.
I did. Goddamn.
And he just looks out at the elven sigils, and he just says, "And now for the magic word."
Please?
No, but that's good. I like that. I'll write that down later. And he just shouts. Any of you that would speak Elven would understand the words that he says. And Todrin,
Not me.
with the training that you have learned so far, you're able to pick up the words Elven magic is what he says. Literal meaning was Elven magic. And you all watch. There's a flash in the room. The caryatids glow brightly. The whole room is filled with this blue light. And the creature in the middle of the room that's currently petrified turns back into the creature that it is. Turns back to flesh and blood. And this were-rat is standing there kind of hunched over with its claws extended, and it looks around just in complete confusion. And its eyes kind of dart back and forth, and it looks to all of you, and it just says, "What's going on?"
You've been restored.
He kind of looks
back to
plastered.
the land of the living.
Hold on,
He kinda
out
looks-
of character. Drax, what was the fucking rat's name again?
Kelso?
Kelso, thank you. I quickly say, y'all know Kelso?
Who?
Well, damn.
You watch him shift back from the were-rat form into a human form now, and he's human, and you'd know that the shard shunners are all halflings.
That's fair.
He says, "What's going on?"
I just look at Hallister.
He says, "You have been petrified for between 300 and 300 years." The guy just has this look on his face that he's, "Wait, what?"
You're in the dungeon of the Mad Mage, man.
The
You've
what?
been here for quite some time.
Underwater deep.
Under mountain.
We're in the Undermountain of the Underdeep of Water Mountain. Fuck.
We're under water deep in Undermountain.
And you're over your head.
And Halaster just says, "Shoo, shoo, off you go." And the guy's like, "Wait, what? And he just, "Go!" And this guy just kind of wanders off the pedestal and starts leaving.
Poor guy. Good luck.
And he kind of stops at the door. And he goes, "But that's it?" And Halaster just says, "Get out!"
Jesus.
And he goes. Halaster says, "Well, thank you very much for your assistance."
Thank you. But how long
A
has it been
pleasure.
on the barrel?
Oh, right. You should probably hurry with that.
Yes.
It's
let's
been about, by this point, it's probably about 30 minutes.
I
look
suggest we
over-
run, then.
I look over at Bert and realize that we're both covered in powdered were-rat. I'm like, "Hey, Bert, would you mind?" And I just snap my fingers a few times.
And I snap my fingers a few times and I cast Prestidigitation.
Excellent. Thank you. I really need to learn that from you someday.
Just purple flashes all the way down your body.
And we're clean. All right, let's go, folks. I take off.
All right. So not having to push the barrel makes it a lot easier. You're able
A
to
lot
make
easier.
your way back to the Goblin Bazaar in pretty quick time.
How bizarre. How bizarre.
And so,
God damn it.
with Remora in tow, and I'm going to clear the thing here, and I'm going to remove all your tokens from the thing. All right. Again, for lag reasons, I'm not going to put all of the tokens back on the board here. Just the vendors and the and Yek. And anyone else that I may or may not need, we'll see. Seraphima, and
There's my pretty face.
have I lost Mortimer? There's Mortimer. Okay, there we go.
Mortimer's probably still distraught over having to leave the puppy.
Squeak.
All right. So, like I said, you return to the Goblin Market. They are busy as they can be, and what do? You see, Yuck is currently sitting at the end of the room in the throne that he has.
We did not talk about this at all, I realize, as we walk in.
Hmm?
So, yep, I'll just go running in past everybody. No time, and go running towards the inn.
All right.
It's a hole
You
in the
just
wall.
run in. No, get out of my way! Ah!
Yep.
I brought you your.
Running like we have
You
grenades
put
in our
down-
pants.
You, you put down this tiny little cask.
All right. So, do you take it in there to the inn?
Yeah, totally. Well, actually, no. All about presentation, Todrin. So I run up to the front here, and then I kind of hold it out to my side like it's a tiny little jewel, and I'm like, I brought you all a gift.
And he says, "Bring it forward."
Do, 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 do.
What have you brought?
This
He kind of leans forward.
tiny cask of ale. And I just reach down and set it down on the ground next to me.
He kind of has this look on his face and says, "You must be joking."
There's all kinds
How long has
of...
it been?
Todrin, I need you to roll a dexterity save.
Oh, god damn it. I'm halfway through saying there's all sorts of size jokes I could make here, and then it happens.
Sitting here eating my nutty butter.
Another natural one plus 4, so 11.
All right. You take 1 point of damage with the 3 reduced, so 1 total. I rolled 4. As the barrel suddenly expands to its full size, and he goes, "Oh!" He kind of leans back in the chair, and he goes, "Whoa! How did you like? It's
And
full."
I flourish my fingers. Magic.
He comes up and he puts an ear to the barrel and he taps on it. And he goes, "Excellent, excellent. Well then, thank you. That's a very, very good gift."
Uh-huh. So to pick up where we left off,
Yes.
how'd you feel about hitting the Xanathar with us?
It seems very dangerous.
And that's very good ale.
I'll have to take your word for it.
And you realize we're not all incapable of protecting ourselves, yes?
Well, you must have a plan. Tell me your plan.
We might have a way in.
A way in.
And when we get in, we're bringing a lot of heavy hitters with us. It won't be just us.
Who? Where?
Not sure you need to know that yet.
Well, if I don't know, then I'm not going.
Maybe you're not the only one with an opinion. And I look out towards the other goblins.
I don't follow.
Do any of the other goblins look like... Well, obviously they're not excited to attack the Xanathar. Never mind. Alright, look. We have the Zentarum on our side for this raid.
Kind of gives you this weird look and he says, "That's not encouraging."
Well, I imagine they'll be happy to accept any help they can get. Consider it a... With us vouching for you, it should not be a problem. On our way in here, we passed a whole heap of Xanathar bodies with one Zentarum guy that accounted for all of it. So that tells you anything. Think of the spoils you could get in that base. They guard the
And
door down to floor 3.
Yeah, Remora will chime in. She'll just say, and there could be a reward in it for you also. I need to put her on the map here. Just give me a second. I almost forgot she was here. She's been with you guys the whole time. So I need you to roll a persuasion check for Yek. Todrin.
Do I have advantage with her help or not?
I will say yes.
Yeah. Persuasion. Oh my god, my rolls are garbage. 10.
He just shakes his head. He says, "It's not worth it. It's not worth our trouble. It's not worth. It's not worth." And he gestures out at this hall full of goblins. He says, "It's not worth their lives."
Again, I want to kind of get a vibe of the other goblins. Do they sound look excited at the prospect of treasure and a reward, or?
The idea of going up against the Xanathar Guild does not impress them. They're not thrilled by that.
All right, I won't push
He's
my
like,
luck.
In fact, the Xanathar Guild has been trying to recruit us, so there.
Yeah, well, they're not going to
That's
be around
not
much
smart.
longer. And she's right.
And that's why I haven't joined them. I know when not to bet on a losing horse. And he kind of looks to a bugbear and says, "It's horse, right?" The bugbear just kind of shrugs.
Interesting logic you got there. Well, in that case, what kind of reward you got for us bringing you that ale? Trade is a trade, after all.
It is. It is. 20% discount on anything in the market. How's that sound?
I'll look at you guys, see what you guys think.
I kind of grimace at you.
Hmm.
I mean, we did kind of already do our shopping.
Oh, fine. 200 gold.
Just kind of lift an eyebrow at him.
400.
I squint.
5, and that's as high as I go.
All right, I think that's fair.
In this episode of Pawn Stars.
So, are you guys going to offer Remora a share in that or not?
Did she help push the barrel?
She helped get the barrel. She didn't.
No, she didn't. She did not
really.
help us fight that ale elemental.
That's true.
That's true.
That's entirely up to you guys how you want to handle that.
Well, if we split it evenly, it'd be 100 gold per person.
It'd be 125 if you leave her out.
Yeah, say we leave her out. No,
we don't tell her?
she helped set up the deal with making peace with the Zentarum.
We owe her something.
We should cut her in.
I'll take the low end, take the 100. You guys each get the 125, and I'll give her my 25.
All right, that works.
All right. Bart, you're gonna have to figure that out on your end. So I'm just gonna give everybody the 125. So.
All right, and then I'll take 25 off mine. Did you already put it in?
I have not yet. I'm trying to figure out the math. Hang on. So you're gonna give her 25 gold total?
Yes. So I'm
Okay.
only gonna get 100. So I'll change my own gold.
All right. So there's the 125 for everyone.
Awesome.
Yay, money's
she'll-
always good.
She'll take the 25 gold pieces and just tuck it away into her pouch and say, "Thank you." So she just kind of glares at Yek and she says, Well, if we can't count on his help, how do you intend on hitting the Xanathar, the outpost?
With us, ourselves, and we. And you. You being your team of Zentarum.
Oh, wait a minute.
She hears that and she kind of looks over at Seraphima and she says, "You have an idea?"
I forgot. I prepared charm person today.
You prepared what?
Charm person.
I heard shine pussy. Because
Todrin
Wow.
would.
you were
Todrin-
mumbling
Wow,
in my
I-
defense. I did bring shine pussy today. I'm like, what?
Bart, I'll just remind you, since you have keen mind.
Now we know what's on your head.
Yeah, no kidding. Bart, you would remember the goblins have also requested you take that crown off of Yek's head.
Oh, I remember. Yep.
Okay.
So we're having this talk about the raid on the way out of the market, and when we get out to the hallway, I'll stop everyone and say, "So, if we decide to walk back in there and gank that guy, one of us becomes the tall, and we'll gain whatever following is left after we inevitably have to kill half the goblins in there." So, all in favor? And I raise my hand.
Remora kind of
I'll
raises a hand.
stealthily snatch the crown. Don't worry.
Yeah, Remora kind of raises a hand and says, "How do you know that that'll actually work? And it's not just him that they're loyal to, rather than the crown."
We
Well,
have...
the goblins themselves approached me and asked if I could remove the crown from his head because they're getting sick of his shit.
Right. Which
Well,
is
I do have
also
I do
why
have charmed person.
Sorry, go ahead.
I could charm him and just ask him to remove it. Maybe.
That would be an interesting way to get their reactions before any blood is shed.
Well, charm person.
So
I like it. I like it.
I will say this: Charm Person is not necessarily. It's not like mind control. There's a different spell for that. He might. You might be able to convince him to take the crown off willingly that way.
But once the spell ends, he's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll know once it ends.
So it could work, but there's still going to be some persuasion involved. It's not mind control.
That's true. Or, of course, talk him and use command and command him to take it off.
Command, as I'm familiar with the spell, is a one-word command.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of tough to phrase in complicated gestures such as this. If you reach out your hand and say, "Give," he won't know what to do.
Yeah, really.
So unless anyone has anything else, offer still on the table, walk in, get up close to him, gank him, and see what happens with the rest of the goblins. Again, all in favor? And I'll raise my hand.
Don't forget invisibility.
Do we need to kill him or just get the crown?
Just get the crown.
I would say just get the crown. I don't think there's any need for bloodshed.
I bet no matter what we do with these goblins, it will involve bloodshed, but I like the idea of at least trying.
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
Bart and Mortimer, roll me a perception check, both of you.
Oh, yay.
What the fuck?
Second one on perception.
Mortimer is still drunk, by the way. I'll just point that out.
You're still mumbling about the puppy.
4 nat 1s this game so far.
Wow.
That's a third of the rolls.
Lady Luck does not like you today.
Negative.
All right.
Well, I say we go in there and approach. I'll go in invisibly and try to take the crown, and if there's combat, we'll put him down.
All right. I'm in favor.
All right.
And just so
All right.
we're clear, we're doing this so that they will follow their new leader in a raid on the Xanathar, yeah?
Correct.
So
Well then, let's head to the bar.
I am currently moving tokens. It may get a little laggy because there's a lot of them. So,
Okay.
Get a little laggy because of all the blood.
but just in case combat does break out, I want to have these ready.
All the
So,
blood and guts and shiny pussy.
but this will also give you guys an
Stop
idea
it.
of just how many goblins you're talking about here.
What level is that?
No, because
spell?
every time.
69th.
Now I gotta find that picture.
69th.
Wow.
All right. If you guys would move a little closer to the front there, where yeah, up towards Yak. I'm gonna put these. All right. Bart, is that where you're gonna stay right there?
Yeah, I would head to the
So
bar.
there is a bugbear that is standing outside the bar, like right up against that wall. Just so you know.
Outside the bar?
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm just gonna go into the bar.
All right. Inside, you see there is a group of adventurers you saw yesterday that are sitting at the table here, in addition to Fifi behind the bar.
Are there any goblins besides the bugbear behind the bar?
No. In fact, I'm trying to find where I've got Fifi at, and I can't find her for some
Look
reason.
at the general chat.
Wow.
Swing!
Yep, that's what I hear. That's what I see every time you say that.
That's amazing.
Okay.
The power of the gods resides within my crotch.
Give me 1 second, Bart. There are two goblins that are set at the corner table. Just so you know. Forgot about those guys.
Oh, that is not what I. Okay.
Did Bert tell me which of the goblins talked to him?
No.
Okay, so as we walk towards the bar doors there, I'm going to say, hey, which one of them fuckers told you this?
Do I see him?
Give me 1 second here.
Okay then.
So you think it was Stubbs at the food vendor?
So you tell me that?
Yes.
Alright, I'll just tell you. Alright, I'm gonna head over there, give him a talking to, and then I'll head back up to Yek. You'll be ready by then?
I will be ready. I'll wait for you to approach the back.
You might want to ask Sarah for her to do her thing, make you sneaky.
Oh,
Oh. Is she with us? Are you there?
Yeah, I have the spell prepared.
All right.
How long does that last?
It's a concentration spell, so it's up to 1 hour.
Okay.
Plus, you guys get a plus 10 to any dexterity, or strength checks, or stealth checks you get.
So pop it.
So
Yeah.
before I get to Todrin, Mortimer, Seraphina, and Bart, what are the three of you doing?
I'm
hanging out right here at the front of the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of waiting to see Todrin walk back towards Yek.
Alright. So, where am I casting this Pass Without a Trace?
No, that
Enhance ability.
one.
Oh! Yeah! Okay.
Yeah, pass without a trace. I have to be within 30 feet of you.
His ability and dexterity, yeah?
Yes. And how long does that last?
Enhance ability.
The spell just says long enough.
Concentration up to 1 hour.
Perfect.
And it's touch. I have to actually touch you.
Touch away.
Okay. So I I take a moment, run into Bart, grab onto his shoulder, and cast Enhance ability for his dexterity.
Excellent.
All right. Mortimer, how about you?
Yeah, cat breaks. The target has
Feline
a
facsimile.
Hang out down there.
You don't take damage from falling from Peter Looks.
All right. So, if everyone's ready, then Todrin, take it away.
Right. Okay. Just kind of take a deep breath. All right. And I'm gonna walk over to the food stand.
So, as you move through, there's a couple of goblins that are up here that are getting food, and you can see them. They've got the rats on a stick, and they're biting into it and just talking about how good it is. And there's just the whole room is just filled with like just a cacophony of goblin chatter.
Perfect. So I kind of make a power move instead of walking up to the counter and waiting. I just kind of step over the box right here and just walk right up to Stubbs.
Yeah. He is currently stirring this pot that's hung over a fire here.
The shadow of me just comes up over his shoulder and hangs over the fucking pot. He just looks
And he
up.
just kind of stands there for a moment and slowly turns around and looks up to you. And he goes, "Yes?
Would you happen to be Stubbs?
No.
Are you lying to me, little critter?
Yes, I'm sorry."
That's better. Right, so, I'll kind of lower my voice. I heard you're looking for a change in management.
What does that mean?
You want a new tall.
If you mean getting rid of Yak, yes, that'd be great.
Wow, right. Okay, ready your people. It's about to happen.
Wait, what are you... Right now?
Right now.
I don't have people!
Wait, it's just you?
I mean, there's a lot of people that don't like Yak, but I don't... It's not like we have, like, a group meetings or shit.
Right. I can tell this is going
He
great already.
He kind of gestures over...
The way you said shit just fucking killed me.
He kind of gestures over to the next table over, the skeletons and the bones, and he says, "People in Groin hate him too."
Right. If we just get the crown, is that enough, or do we have to off the poor guy?
He kind of hesitates, and he goes, I mean, you could do both.
I didn't ask
I
what I
wouldn't.
could do. I asked what would need to happen. Will everyone listen to us if we have the crown?
Everyone?
Whoever lives.
Uh,
You realize what you're asking for here, right?
I just want Yek to just not lead the group anymore. He's not very nice.
Alright, well, we'll start with a snatch, and if it doesn't go well, blood will probably be spilled.
Wait. Uh-oh.
I mean, I don't want it to go that way, but
That... Can it just be Yek's blood?
I don't know. Depends on the rest of you, honestly.
He says, I need a minute.
Gotta change your shorts.
Bring me my brown pants.
He says, I mean, maybe. You don't know.
Right, just keep it out of the stew. I turn and walk away.
You see, he immediately runs over to the next stall and starts chattering with Pibble and Groin.
Perfect. Alright, I will walk back over. And so I kind of stand here before the doorway.
Mhm.
And Bert, you're still visible?
Yes.
Alright,
I never got the. I was already in the doorway. I didn't see what was out here. I would know what's going on back there.
Right,
Yeah.
so
It's
I
just,
just
Go ahead.
I just walk up to you and nod and then walk past.
All right, I'll go back here and around the corner. I'll try to be out of view. No one's paying me any attention. Trying to stealth it, I guess the way to say that.
All right. Roll a stealth check. I'll say right now. So the two goblins in the corner look like they're involved in the conversation. Fifi has her eyes right on you.
I'll just kind of wave at her, and I'm gonna cast
She just
Greater
waved
and
back.
like want to see a trick, and then I'll cast Greater Invisibility on myself.
Nice.
She just goes whoa and starts clapping.
That's great. That's great.
And then I'll stealthily try to move past these goblins and get back here behind Yek.
Roll me. I'll just use the one you just rolled. So
Okay.
Oh, my security is still up, so he could come.
So where's Todrin when I come back out of the door?
Well, I didn't want to interrupt you guys, but before you go through the door into the bar, I'm going to wave my hand and cast Bless on all four of us.
okay.
And then I'll look at Morton and Sarah. Y'all ready?
I know.
Does that work on ability checks? Bless.
Attacks and saving throws, I believe. Yep.
Okay. No.
I think I gave you 2 on accident. I don't know if it stacks.
I'll check if you did.
I
don't think so.
You're too quiet. What?
No, I was.
Mumble.
I said I could mumble. Sorry. No, I was thinking I could scare the shit out of them by turning into a dire wolf all randomly.
That sounds amazing, but maybe at the right moment.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Love to see it.
I'll wait for them to piss. I'll wait for them to piss me off, and then I'll turn into something scary.
Remora just kind of mutters under her breath. She says, "Fireballs are scary."
I just
Yeah,
look
they
at
are.
Sarah.
And I
Remind
shoot a
me.
glance. I hear that, and I shoot a glance at Bartholomew. Like, yeah, they are.
Well,
And then I
remind
go
me-
do my thing. Are you
All right.
walking up to Yek?
I just say, remind me not to piss any of y'all off.
Our
And
guests are just scary.
yeah, and then I will, walk back up towards Yuck.
Cool.
And the music changes.
Again, it's fucking 3 times tonight it's done that to me.
All right.
Position yourselves upon the map.
So how are you going to go about this, Bart?
I'm gonna wait for Todrin to start talking to him, and then I'm gonna try to snatch the crown off of his head while he's sitting there lazily.
Just go yoink and then run.
I don't have to run.
Oh yeah, he can't see me.
All right.
Sarah, position yourself.
Alright, what would be a good vantage point for them to all see me?
Kason.
Yes.
So with greater invisibility, it specifies that anything I'm wearing or carrying is invisible as well. Would that count after I pick something up?
Say for the purposes of this right now, yes.
Probably hide it under your thing too.
Stick it in my cloak and
I
it
mean,
just
if the
vanishes.
spell says they turn invisible, that would mean it's invisible at the time you cast, not affecting new things. But Kaya's a good idea. You just fucking tuck it under your shirt or something.
Way up in there.
Way up in there.
Put that whole crown up inside yourself.
Do it quick.
Hold on, I gotta be naked to do this.
Anybody got any preparation, Halaster?
God.
Sorry.
All right. Do your thing as you will.
All right. I approach the throne here, and I'm like, "So, Yek,
Give me 1 second. Where is Yak?
I don't know. He's invisible.
I was messing with something. Hang on. There he is. Okay. And he just looks at you and says, "Yes."
How'd you get to looking like that?
What do you mean?
Ugly as hell.
He kind of glares, just squints a little, and he says, "How dare you?"
I'm sorry. Did you think I couldn't see right through that illusion you got going there?
He kind of sits up a little and he straightens the crown.
I got news for you, buddy. Real
When
beauty
he's-
is on the inside.
When he straightens the crown, does he stick it on tighter or is it just straighter on his head?
Hair on his head.
Okay, so after he does that, I'm gonna try to reach out and snatch it. After he puts his hands back down.
All right.
Remember, you get to plus 10 your dexterity.
I was gonna
Roll
try to bait him
a-
into taking it off, but
Listen, say where to go. Hey, what if
He
they
ain't
just-
taking that crown off.
So here, let me check something real quick. Would the enhanced ability only work on a straight dexterity save, or would it work, or check rather, or would it work
I
on
don't
sleight of hand
know.
also?
Let me look.
Because
Yeah,
sleight of hand is a dexterity check.
Cat's Grace
Yes.
is what I blessed him with, and it says target has advantage on dexterity checks. It also takes damage. Doesn't take damage from falling 20 feet or less.
So yes.
Okay. Roll a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Double fours. What?
damn.
The game hates us today.
You had like 3 good rolls today.
You go to make the grab, and he leans forward at just the right moment, and you miss.
Do I?
He doesn't
see-
seem to notice you though. Todrin, you don't see anything.
Okay,
But it's
I
just
don't
the
notice
timing of it. He moved at the wrong moment, and he looks to you, Todrin, and he just says, "How dare you come into my court and make such rude comments?" And
anything.
he starts to raise a finger to the bugbear next to him.
Listen, you could prove me wrong at any point. Just take off the crown. Show me that it's real.
Take him into custody. And he snaps at the bugbears next to him.
When he does that, I'm gonna try for the crown again.
All right. Roll another sleight of hand.
With advantage.
Natural 20!
There we go.
Yeah, good boy.
You wait until he sits back in the chair after snapping at these two bugbears. They both step down the stairs and start to approach Tundran, and he doesn't even notice as you pull the crown off of his head, and he reverts right in front of your eyes back to the form of. Hang on 1 second. Yek, the not so tall.
Nice.
Yay.
When I see that, I
And-
point past the bugbears up at the stage, and I'm like, "Whoa! Look, who's that?"
Yeah, and Yek is sitting there. He has no idea as you point at him, and he's just sitting there. He has shrunken down to his normal goblin size, and he's just sitting there. And they both turn back and look, and kind of like, whoa, what happened?
When they
And
do,
he just looks like, what?
when
Do
they
it!
do, I'm gonna move around and come stand over here next to Todrin.
Okay, Seraphina and Mortimer, what are you two doing?
I am walking up behind them, right about here.
These two
Ready to-
bugbears. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Ready to turn into something scary if they decide to be idiots.
These two bugbears stop, and they kind of look at each other, and then they look back to Todrin, and then they look back at Yek, and you hear them say something in Goblin. Mortimer, you would hear them basically saying, "Well, what do we do now?" to each other.
When they look
And-
back at Yek, I'll place the crown in Todrin's hands.
I'll give you a grin. Todrin the Tall has a nice ring to it.
Maybe I shouldn't have given it to you.
Should have
And
given
by-
it to Mortimer.
Fuck no, are you kidding me? You don't give that guy a crown. Holy shit.
So they both look at him, and he has this weird look on his face. He says, "Well, do it, go!" And they don't do anything. They just stop.
Yeah, and I'll look at him and say, "Looks like y'all have a change in leadership." I'll
Sitting there
turn.
spinning the circlet on your finger.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll kind of stroll around behind Sarah and lift it up
Mhm.
and place it down on her head, and then look past her, glare over her shoulder into Yek's eyes, and command, "Kneel." To Seraphima Tall.
What is the check for that? He rolled a 4. He
Awesome.
gets out of the chair and
Whatever it is, he
kneels right in front
fails.
of the chair. However, when you put the crown on Seraphima's head,
Oh.
Seraphima turns into a beautiful red-headed man.
Ah, shit.
What the?
Immediate regrets.
Immediately regrets your decision?
Yes.
I look at him and I'm like, I obviously don't want this anymore.
No, you pass?
A hard pass. Really, really hard pass.
Oh, alright. I'll get you something nice, and I'll put it on my head. Todrin the Tall, ladies and gentlemen.
You all watch as Todrin turns into a beautiful blonde woman.
Ah, fucking god
What?
damn it.
And I
Yek
look
is a
straight at
woman?
Todrin and I smirk and I go, well, I'd hit it.
Do I even notice, though? I mean, I guess I would look down since I saw her appearance change, and I've got massive tits.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
I'd hit it. Goddamn.
Hell, whatever. Screw it. It'll work.
Yek is just shouting, "This isn't fair! This isn't fair!"
Alright.
Where did he get this crown anyway?
Yeah, I'll just walk up to the two bugbears and kind of look down my nose at both of them.
They both kind of look at you and kind of sneer a little.
Y'all got something to say?
They both kind of look at each other and they go, "No."
Right. And I'll walk past them up to Yek.
He just kind of looks up at you and goes, "It's not fair. It's my crown. I found it."
Sorry,
Where
little
did you
critter.
find
You
it?
should have been nicer to the people beneath you.
I was nice. I brought them. I made this. And he gestures out at the market. He's, you know how hard it is to organize goblins?
That kind of takes me aback for a second. I'm like, well, you got a point there.
He has a point.
You do have a point there. Well, listen, maybe you'll get a chance at it again later on. I'd make some friends in the meantime, and get off my throne.
My throne.
You want to do this now?
I'm still the boss.
I'll put my hand on Azure Edge, and she glows extremely
I
brightly.
mean, that's very, very reasonable to say. I mean, that's of course that's brilliant. I mean, that here, have your throne. That's
Where exactly did he find that? Because that's not a normal crown, that's definitely a magic item.
Right? For sure.
Plus, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stand under it as a woman.
You and me both, sister. Right,
Oh,
folks. Looks like
Bart will happily take that crown.
looks like some changes are gonna have to be made around here.
so. All of these goblins in the hall kind of look up where you're up on this throne, and they're watching. And Yek is just kind of looking out, just grumbling to himself. They're all listening.
Oh shit, I did not expect this to happen. I don't know what to say. Listen up!
I say we give them.
Go ahead. You're standing up there
No.
with me for sure. What do you say?
I'd say that we give it to. Because, again, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stand here as a woman.
We shouldn't
say we
have
give-
to do this more than once or twice.
Well, we obviously have things to do, so we can't sit here and rule a marketplace.
Right.
And like he said, it's kind of difficult to organize goblins, so I think we should give it to one of these goblins that has proven trustworthy.
Worthy?
Yeah,
Mhm.
get out of here.
It's my throne and my crown.
I boot him.
Not even make a roll for it. He goes down.
Alright.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown, though.
I'll look at the two of you and I'm like, alright, so I'm gonna start waxing poetic about the treasure the Xanathar hold. Back me up on this. And I'll just turn to
Okay.
them and start making grand gestures and talking loudly of my totally bullshit knowledge of how easy the Xanathar will be to defeat and how we have the protection of mighty warriors and the treasure to be gained and blah 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 blah.
Totter and roll a persuasion check with advantage because you have the crown.
Come on, give me some good fucking what the hell? Jesus.
So there's some grumbling in the crowd, and they don't look all that thrilled with the idea of attacking the Xanathar. However, Yek kind of says, "Listen up, you fuckers!"
Oh.
Roll it again.
Oh shit. Okay. Come on, come on, come on.
Wow.
Just kill me. I quit.
Not the door on the left!
What the fuck is happening?
Yek just says, kind of looks at you, and he says, "See what I mean? I deal with this shit all the time. Just trust.
I really don't think they need
Hear
to be
me out.
scared. I mean,
Hear me out. I can get you 10 of these guys to go with you. How's that sound, huh? A couple of bugbears, they'll do great."
well, I don't understand why they'd be frightened. I mean, we are amply armed, and I'm a celestial being. So,
And I'm a woman.
I mean, for the moment. Once we leave this place, you're taking that damn thing off.
Oh, trust me, I can't wait.
But
Wait,
I don't.
are we still talking about the crown?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, what do you think I was talking about?
Nothing at all.
As you're both going back and forth, Yex says, "Can I have it back then?"
Just 1 second. I'm gonna hand it back to Bert because I know him.
And I'm still invisible at this point, or has it been over a minute?
Oh, that's true.
It's been well more than a minute by this point.
So I appeared behind you at one point, you hand it back to me, and I kind of look at it, and I put it on my head.
All right. You watch as Bart turns into... Let's see here.
A rhinoceros.
No, here's the thing. All of the appearances so far have been human, including on Yek. And Bart rather, also turns into a human, but, I mean, you're already human, so it's not that much of a change. Long blonde hair, very attractive male.
Yes! And I look at my hands and I'm like, well, I'm still a man. This works.
I kind of squint at you. Is there something you haven't been telling me?
Luck, Todrin. Luck.
Bartholomew?
I don't even have words for you.
I just laugh and get up out of the throne.
You get the impression at this point that it's random.
Yeah. I didn't want to do any weird examinations, but I'm assuming Yek seems male.
Yes.
I like how the randomness turned me into fucking Suni.
God damn it.
Weird.
Blonde, but still.
You said I was redheaded.
Seraphima was redheaded.
Oh, my bad then. I guess I assumed it was going to be the same for me.
I was a dude, though. I grew a dick for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that either. Right. Well, sorry for the misunderstanding, I guess. Yek, let's get those... We need those men tomorrow morning.
You can have them right now if you want.
We don't have anywhere to keep 10...
Well, you know what? You've come in here and you've pissed me off and you've done all this shit and you took my crown. You're taking them right now. I don't care if it makes you uncomfortable.
Fair enough. All right. Let's take our army of stink people and get out of here.
Hey.
The army of stink people.
I am exhausted. Like, I look visibly exhausted. I'm like, I could use a nap.
Right.
But I really don't want to take all
Right.
these back to
Tell you
our
what.
little...
While I figure out who's going with you, why don't we take like a 5-minute break so everyone can tend to bio break or snacks or refills or whatever they want to do.
All right. Sounds good.
The best part of nutter butter is the part where there's all the peanut butter.
Oh, I see what's going on here. Okay. No wonder it wasn't working.
Put your dick on the phone.
I saw that one and started giggling.
That's great.
I'm gonna post this one actually.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I will be right back.
Sure.
That is so mean.
So, wait, we got through that whole thing with all of those fails by me, and we never had to kill a single goblin.
Nope.
That is crazy.
Don't question it.
It's just insane to me.
Wait, does this mean that we're gonna have to? Oh God, we're gonna have to take goblins back to our little tiny room that we sleep in.
Definitely not. We'll have to figure something out.
I will willingly, like, if they will sleep out in the hallway. I don't give a
Yes,
damn.
exactly. Definitely.
Because goblins are little tiny fuckers that'll sit there and probably try to be perverse in the middle of the night, and I'll wake up to somebody looking up my skirt.
Hell nah. They'll be out in the hall, and that Torask will come running down the hall and fucking squish them all.
Alright. I'm here.
Glad he wasn't here for any of those ideas.
What?
Kazan was gone while we were coming up with awful things that could happen.
Oh, there's all sorts of awful things that could happen.
Yeah, but you didn't hear ours, so you don't have those.
Oh, I don't need those.
I'm sure you don't. Sure you don't. That is definitely true.
But yeah, if I have to have privacy by sleeping in the bed with Bartholomew, I will.
I apologize if that made anyone uncomfortable, but I promise it was entirely random.
No, not at all. It's all good.
Mm-mm.
It's just an illusion, no big deal.
Secretly, Bartholomew is a little disappointed.
Why? Because if you realize they come back in that room with us where we all sleep and eat and shit. No. I've seen Goblin Slayer. I know where that thing goes.
Yep.
Wow.
That was a crazy anime.
Alright, I'm gonna remove you guys all from this map. So what are you all thinking so far?
I'm having fun.
Same.
It's fun.
I still
But-
can't believe no goblins had to die for any of that.
You made Drax cry. This is great.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Puppy.
Yeah, I was laughing my ass off, dude.
Because my cousin Mortimer, not the one on the left.
You can pick any of these you want, except the one on the left!
Happens to be a dog. Evil. Okay.
I can't decide whether it would have actually been a puppy or not.
I don't know.
That's the question, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Because they like to make this shit unpredictable down here, so do they, what's the most unpredictable outcome?
I can tell you that was not entirely by the book. So,
Oh, okay.
in fact, very little of this is, to be honest.
I'll be right back.
Improvisation! God damn it, Diva. You always have to outdo me.
What did he do? I can smack him
Oh.
for you.
No, I'm sitting there and he posted a video of some woman twerking. I'm like, damn ass. I'll post something and then he'll post something even better, and it's like, God damn it.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Mm-hmm. My goodness.
All right, I'm ready when you guys are. I do have a question.
Okay, I'm here.
First, who all do I have? I've got Todrin. Do I have Bart? Do I have Seraphina? Do I have Mortimer?
Mm-hmm.
You have me. You always have me. I never leave.
Mortimer,
Okay,
how about
that
you?
sounded creepy. I'm sorry.
Kylenia! You should play Dungeons and Dragons with us.
Send him a message. We'll see if he's.
Oh, well, he did say that somebody was coming over, right?
Did he?
Yeah. Said his somebody was coming over
I'll give him a couple of minutes.
When did he say that?
in the beginning before we started.
Oh no, that was Mo.
Oh, okay. I don't know then.
So you can all close the Goblin Bazaar if you want. You have with you Booger the Sticky Fingered, Fifi the Bugbear from the bar,
Oh, cool.
Glamin, one of the and her brother Namin, both the from the magic shop. Groin, Grub the Gutsy, Jub Jub, Powda, Screech the Loud, and Zeb the
Powda.
Bugbear. So you ended up with 2 bugbears and 8 goblins.
I like Jub Jub. Jub 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 Jub.
Powda sounds like a stripper name.
Please welcome to the stage, Powder!
Powda!
You
And
just
she's
see-
albino.
I'll say, thrown over one shoulder, you can see he has a sack full of smoke powder,
Awesome.
fireworks, and bombs.
Oh boy,
We have our own pyrotechnic goblin.
he's gonna be Powder.
So,
Mm-hmm.
is there anything you guys want to do as they're following you before we get into any discussions anybody wants to have amongst yourselves or anything?
Yeah, so we're in the room, have all the uglies out in the hallway. Just prepping to go to sleep.
Yep. They all sleep out in the hallway. I don't give a fuck.
Right. So I'll say, hey, Sarah, you want to join me for a drink before we go to sleep?
Sure.
Cool. I'll lead her over to the table. And then when she sits down, I just kind of lean in and give her a kiss. And then sit down across from her at the table without saying anything.
It's the second time you've done that. And I scratch my head, like,
Yeah.
nervous.
Sorry to keep taking you by surprise. I just can't seem to help myself.
Oh, don't be offended or upset about it. It's nice.
It is. It is. Why are you doing this? Why are you here, helping me?
Because I care about you, of course.
Well,
What
I
other
mean,
reason should there be?
I don't know. This I mean, to be fair, I don't think any of us knew what we were getting into here, but it means a lot that you would do that for me.
You know, I used to never like your bravado in the beginning, but I've grown accustomed to it and expect it now and like it.
Eventually, it
It's
just
you.
becomes a bit of a joke. It's just something I enjoy doing.
It's something I enjoy seeing. It's you. I wouldn't expect you to be anybody else but yourself.
I appreciate
And
it.
I liked the kiss. Don't get me wrong. I really liked it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it was you and not somebody who didn't care.
Right.
So
I do want to let you know it means something to me. You mean something to me. This isn't just I'm not just kissing you to do it. When I heard you hadn't had your first kiss, it definitely gave me some ideas. So I hope that was an interesting story for you to tell.
well, it will be an interesting story, especially for my mother. She's been wanting me to get married since I was of age.
You
And
see my eyes
I
get all
remember
big.
she'd probably love to hear about it. Plus, she knows that like how naive I was as a child. I mean, you weren't the first one to show interest. There was this boy that I grew up with that showed interest when we were children, and he tried to hug me from behind one day, and I mistook that as training and play fighting because my father was all about fighting and learning how to defend myself. That I hurt the boy by flipping him over my shoulder onto the ground and almost killing him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That I'm assuming that scared him off pretty quick.
No, not really. I'm not like I thought it would. But his parents didn't quite like me anymore.
I can imagine.
But just so you know, I didn't join because of anything other than I wouldn't wish what is happening to you on my worst enemy. And I believe that I made the right decision.
I'm glad you made that choice.
Well, I don't plan on going anywhere, so.
Excellent.
And I don't plan on dying down here either.
I'll just
Nor will I let anything happen to you.
Reach across the table and just hold your hands. Speaking of when you were a kid, how did you? I mean, we've met your parents. They both seem, human. How did you get so amazing like this?
Well, being what I am, Asmar, I was, I guess, blessed by the gods. My mother took it as a boon, a blessing. My father, however, did not. My father wanted a boy. He wanted someone to pass on his craft, his job, his work.
He wanted a mini-me.
An heir. Yeah, he wanted an heir, so to speak. And I just wasn't it, and he just hated the gods for it, and just wasn't nurturing, didn't really care for me much, and it got to me to the point where I left. I'm just glad that now things are starting to pan out, where everything's coming back into place, and that my father has kind of gotten over the whole thing. So I'm hoping that once this is over and we return to Waterdeep and resume a somewhat normal life, that everything that happened in the past with my father and myself will be bygones. Plus, I know that Miles is. Oh, and I know that Miles. I keep thinking that you would be the perfect person for my younger brother to look up to.
That is the first time I've heard that, so thank you. So you really have no idea, like there was never any reason or sign about you were just straight up born this way?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's
That's
just I
amazing.
was just born that way. It's not well, we're not uncommon, but I mean,
Maybe it's
I didn't know
Maybelline.
it. God damn it, Travis.
What did he say?
Maybe it's Maybelline.
What the fuck?
But I mean, it took some getting used to when I was a child. I mean, sprouting wings and glowing,
kidding.
and it took some getting used to, and it scared a lot of people. Most
Yeah,
people
small
take it
town
as a
like
boon,
that.
and most of my town took it as most people do, as a blessing. Like I'm basically a celestial being, and a lot of people take that as like, oh, this is a gift from the gods, whereas my parents, my father especially, didn't see it that way, and I had to deal with it. And plus, growing up in the Emerald Enclave, I mean, I had Mortimer there to guide me along, although half of the time we went the wrong direction. I mean, the man told me that sex was being touched on the nose, and I believed that for, oh god, maybe 8 years?
Yeah,
Until I was actually told how it happens, and it was,
that is a
and no,
story.
and I don't think I'm an attractive person. I really don't. But
Eyebrow raises.
I've never been courted by anyone. I mean, you're the first person to show interest, actually.
Well, you have now. And I promise to make up for the mistakes of every stupid motherfucker you've ever met. They missed out.
Aw, well, I appreciate that. It's a wonderful sentiment.
And you are divine in more than one sense. You really are. You should take that to heart.
I appreciate that. But I think we should. And you could see I'm visibly getting like embarrassed and blushing and shit, looking away. Like,
You're adorable. Yeah, we can get some sleep.
yeah, I think we should.
Right.
And I get up from the table and I walk over to you and I lean out and I kiss your cheek and I walk out of the room.
Just kind of sit there and rub my cheek. And just sit there for a while and think about things.
Yeah.
Probably fall asleep there at that table.
And so, does anyone else
Sorry
have
for
anything
making you guys go through the whole.
No, that's part of the game. Don't ever apologize for roleplay.
If they want to
Oh.
role play, they can role play. I'm doing this shit.
Absolutely. So,
Bart and Mort can kiss whenever they want.
Bart and
They're funny.
Mortimer. First, Bart, I have a question for you.
Mhm.
Do you identify the item before you go to bed?
Yes.
Okay. What you spend say 10 minutes doing your ritual, and it is a circlet of human perfection. Only a humanoid, like humans or goblins or elves or basically someone that stands on 2 feet. It won't work on a giant, but only humanoids can attune to the item. It transforms the attuned wearer into an attractive human of average height and weight. The circlet chooses the characteristics of the form, such as age, gender, skin color, hair color, voice. Aside from the size, it doesn't change any kind of statistics or racial traits or anything like that. And removing the circlet ends the effect. I would say you also know this item would be considered a holy item to the Temple of Suni.
Wait, okay. So I heard that last part, and holy shit, but I missed the part where you said this was an illusion, right?
It is not an illusion. It physically transforms the body.
Oh my god, I wish you had said that. That changes that
amazing.
scene tremendously.
I apologize. I thought that was evident. I'm sorry.
No, not at all.
It is not an
You
illusion.
think I would have been that blasé about growing boobs and losing my dick?
He probably
on,
would have been
man.
like, ooh,
I would have
playthings.
thrown the thing like a frisbee. It's a Wait, do we still have it?
Yeah, I
Bart
have it.
has
Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, alright, sorry.
Noob's back.
No, what? It's a goddamn holy item.
So finding that, I'm like, oh.
Oh,
And I put it
boy.
back on. Am I a woman now?
You're a woman of about the age of, say, 25, red hair, long red hair, very attractive.
Which for Bert means she still has a dick. No, I'm just kidding.
God damn it. You almost made me choke on my cheese.
That's a cheese choking
Cheese.
joke.
Mm-hmm.
So, does anyone have anything else you want to do before you all get a long rest of the night?
Oh my.
God damn it.
Cast Lester Restoration on Kylie.
I'm okay.
All right. So the goblins sleep. Do you let them in the room with you, or do you make them stay outside?
Nope.
Fuck no, they're out in the hall.
All right.
There's Torasks out there.
That and they smell. I would rather have our room smelling nice and of flowers.
Stink people.
Stink people.
Yeah, you should offense to that.
Of course he did.
So the next morning, you all wake up, do your thing, breakfast, whatever kind of morning rituals you have, prayers.
I make everybody breakfast.
I do
Yeah, with
take a
full
moment.
kitchen, with a full kitchen, it's nice to have.
Mm-hmm.
I do take a moment. I'm like, hey, Sarah, would you mind freshening up my pouch here? And I gesture at the pouch of flowers I keep.
Of course.
Thank you, my dear. And then I'm going to go off into the room while they're in the kitchen and just do a few prayers over a rose.
All right.
I basically take out a bunch of seeds and cast Druidcraft that makes them sprout.
Awesome.
And they makes them bloom into a bunch of flowers, and I exchange the new flowers for your old ones.
Perfect. Are there any roses in the batch you give me?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. They're not like the normal big roses. They're like these little teacup roses, and they're little, tiny, and red. But they
Perfect.
smell the same.
I'll walk out and take one of them and just kind of walk up behind you and sneak it around into your hair.
Well, thank you.
Just grin at you. Alright, folks. Today's the day. Killing us some Xanathar.
So you guys head out into the hall. The goblins are still mostly asleep, but they're almost like basically piled up on top of each other here, except for the two bugbears. You can see the two bugbears are. The one has his weapon is kind of propped up against the wall, and they're talking amongst themselves. And when you guys come out of the door, he reaches down, he grabs it, puts it back on his belt, and just starts to rouse the goblins. Get up! Kind of kicks one. So you now have 10 goblins that are following you.
Howdy, gobbos. Just follow us.
10
We're gonna
goblins
go-
and a bugbear?
Kazin,
For the record, sorry?
10 goblins and one bugbear?
No, it's 10 goblins is what goblinoids. There are 2 bugbears in the mix of goblins.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
So it's 8 goblins and 2 bugbears.
Cool. We'll make our way to the Zentarim.
All right. I will say that Remora went back to the Zentarum the night before. She didn't stay with you guys. You knock on their door. They open up. They let you guys in, but not the goblins. They make them stay outside for the moment. And you're led back to the room with Urstel Floxen. I'm just going to bring up the map. I'm not going to put anyone on it for the moment. But you're led into that back room with the map where Erstal Floxton, Taga, Remora, and what's his name? Schemo. 4 of them are in the room with the 4 of you. So, Ursul's talking. He's been leaned over the table here, looking at the map. He says, "So you have the password to get in?"
When we're walking there, I'll just mumble to Bert as we're walking. Hey, man, you want me to take the lead with the Zentarum, or do you want to?
No, you feel free.
Alrighty.
You know, I don't get along quite that well with the Zentarum.
Exactly why I was asking. Alright, I'll do that.
Okay.
Right, Erstal. Morning to you.
Morning.
So
He kind of looks down at Mortimer and there's this glare.
I just grin. Don't worry, he's fine. He's fine.
Hey.
You're lucky that was Halaster fucking with us.
We all.
What
Is
did
he
you
still
say?
drunk?
Aren't we all?
Oh. Right. We encountered smashing success in all our endeavors over the last few days. We actually have both an army of goblinoids to assist in the attack and the coveted password.
Let's have it. What's the password?
I think I'll be the one to tell him when the time comes.
Then we're not going. You can handle it on your own.
And why would that be? You'll be there to hear it.
I want to hear it now.
What's the deal with you, man?
Your guy tried to kill me.
And we paid you for it. Pat.
And your guy still tried to kill me. I want the password. Why won't you give me the password?
I'm just not entirely sure how far I can trust you.
Then neither am I. I'm not the one that's not trustworthy here. I'm not the one that's withholding information.
Fair enough. All right. Password is as many as there are stars in the sky.
See, he kind of nods to Taga and she writes it down.
I didn't even lie to you. See how well that went?
Well then, lead the way.
Okay, I don't actually know where the outpost is. We've only gone to the Goblin Market.
It's not far from there.
Alright, we can get us that far at least.
Let's go then.
Alrighty. We go!
Fantastic.
As you're starting to turn, he says, "Are you sending the goblins in first, or how are we going to do this?"
I'm not really sure. I think we'll figure it out when we know what we're looking at, eh?
Whether we want to turn them into cannon fodder or not.
To be honest, from what I've seen of their culture down here, it might actually be better for everyone involved if we did our best to preserve it. So I wouldn't consider them expendable as such. But they are still goblinoids.
Let's go then. He picks up his weapon, puts it in his sheath, and you all head out.
As we're walking, though, I decide to use my druid craft again, and I make this really beautiful rose bloom, and I stick it in, and I basically stick it like I give it to Tadran, and I'm gonna post a picture of it in the general chat because I think it exemplifies Suni. It's one of my favorite roses. Called the Neperia
Sweet.
rose.
Whoa!
I've actually grown these roses before.
I
Oh, that's cool.
That's really cool.
I've only ever seen these in the temple itself. That's amazing. Thank you for this. Yeah, and I'll Todd just sticks it up. He goes to put it in his headband, and then remembers his headband is a fucking amulet now, like Hein did yesterday. And all right, and I'll just tuck it
Sorry
into
about
my.
that.
No, it's perfect. You were right. I'll just tuck it into a chest piece, so it's like kind of like the rose on a suit.
All right, so
The lady is honored.
I have got the goblins in front of you and the Zentarum behind you.
Yeah, it might not hurt for the Xanathar to see goblins first.
Give me 1 second to fill out the map here. I should have done this while we were on the break, and I didn't think to.
And you hand me the rose.
So
I'm
for
like,
the record,
hey, thanks
there's-
for not throwing me when I came up behind you this morning. That was a good step in the right direction.
I've learned
So-
my lesson.
So for the record, there's 10 of the goblinoids, and there are also 10 of the Zentarum.
Cool.
So you guys have got quite the little army going here.
No kidding.
And just because I've put them on the map doesn't necessarily mean that they're right where they appear to be right now. So
Okay.
when the map comes up, this just shows how big the group is. And I hope this doesn't lag us up. If it does, well, kill stuff. So
You could just
Like
do
that,
like
or-
one red circle on the map for the mob of goblins or something.
I may have to. We'll see how this goes.
Sorry, I interrupted you. What, Kylie?
No, I'm just saying that I do actually grow these Osira roses.
That is amazing. I've never seen that before.
Oh, they smell so good. And you can make tea out of them in the fall.
Whoa!
All right. So give me 1 moment here, and I'm going to change the music for us because this has been going the whole time. All right. So you guys head down the way towards the watch post that the Xanathar Guild has set up. You come to the same corridor where you killed the 3 hobgoblins. In fact, you can see blood smear where that rolling ball had crushed them.
Look, Hobgoblin pays.
And we're walking.
The goblins are all kind of... They're walking in front, and the bugbears are kind of making sure that they go the right direction. They're kind of in the bugbears are kind of in the back, pushing them that way. And the Zentarum are not very far behind you guys, so you guys are like in the middle of these 2 groups. So you get to the middle of this hall, and you just, out of the darkness ahead of you, you hear a voice call out. How many eyes does the Xanathar have?
Right, folks, here we go. Yeah,
Okay.
as many as there are stars in the sky.
Start spelling out Xanathar. I don't think there's any, actually. I think it's C-A-N-A.
Wow.
And with that, you don't hear a response back, but the goblins keep moving forward. As Zentarum keep moving forward with you guys.
I look over at Bert, who has keen mind, and I'm like, did I get that right? I should have confirmed with you ahead of time.
You did.
Awesome.
Nothing bad's happening.
That don't mean shit, Kazan. Come on.
But you
Been
You
playing
get to a
games with you
point-
too long.
You get to a point where you can see there are two bugbears at the end of the hall, and they've started moving towards you guys,
Howdy there.
and they see this huge group of people, and they have this weird look on their face, like weren't expecting this many, and they just kind of shrug, and you all keep moving forward.
I have
What
the
do you guys do?
biggest grin on my face.
Did anybody do anything, or you just keep moving?
I just keep moving.
Indeed.
All right, and so
Thanks.
eventually it gets to the point where the bugbears and the goblins are all like right in front of each other. You guys are basically right smack in the middle of this long hallway.
Hoping to reach the other end before shit hits the fan, but we'll see.
Yeah, and these two bugbears that are the guards here are watching as you guys all approach, and one of them calls out in common. He says, "What's all this? Where'd you all come from? Who are you?"
That's one of the guards.
Out of character, you jinxed it.
We weren't gonna make it. I just grin at him. We have a message. Who's in charge here?
Kind of gives you this weird look, and he just says, hold on.
He tells us to hold on.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He says, "Let me check
I
my
have-
notes real quick."
There's a lot of people here.
I still can't see the map, by the way.
You shouldn't yet.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Oh, good. I stopped looking for it.
Right?
Like in every front trying to figure out which one we're on.
Whoa.
Those are some other roses that I've grown.
True blood. That's insane. Are these harder to grow than normal roses?
Roses are hard to
They-
grow, dude.
I know
Yeah,
they are,
they're-
but are these even harder? Or
Yeah. Blue dragons wilt very easily. And they don't smell like regular red roses that you would get. They smell a little sweeter. I would akin them to
Sweet.
smelling like a pear. They smell like.
Apparently.
oh god.
But yes, all of these roses I make tea out of because every fall, when they wilt, they'll leave it behind this little orange bud that I snip off. I dry out, and then I make roasted tea.
That is crazy. I've never heard of that.
So you hear the
Oh, it's
goblin,
delicious.
or bugbear rather. He calls out, "Shun Sharef."
Right. We got a message for him.
Come in. These two turn around and lead the way. And I'll say, now you can see this.
I thought that sound was coming from the map as he's spawning people.
Oh, I thought so too.
All right. So the goblins, hang on. It's starting to lag a little. So, anyway, the goblins moved in. I am really glad at this moment that I took the time to make sure all of these goblins had their own unique tokens. because
Totally.
This would be a real pain in the butt if I had not.
And then Booyog. Which one's Booyog?
Yeah, exactly. All right. They are now all in the room, so you guys should be able to move into the room.
Okay.
a second to get everyone moved up, and then I'll. Sorry, this is a lot of people. I was not expecting it to be this many.
Me neither.
Good God.
You're lucky it's this many, to be honest.
Oh boy.
Right. So you guys come around the corner into this room. These two bugbears kind of standing back, and see you, and just like, what's the message?
I need to tell it to the man himself.
Persuasion check.
Oh, it was almost a 20. It's a fucking 2.
All right. And with that, I need everyone to roll initiative as they realize something has gone wrong.
I'm like, it's for the man in charge. Listen, this is not a message you want. And then they're like, what?
Yeah, at this point, it's
Oh, I'm last. There's Bart in his book. Wait, what?
What's happening now? I don't think I've rolled well since that nat 20. This sucks.
Eh,
Welcome to the
Apple.
club.
I don't like
Alright.
the club.
rolling.
so. With that, you guys just hear a battle cry as groin. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Is everyone ready?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to. The map wasn't moving for me for
Alright.
some reason.
Groin, one of the goblins, just shrieks out and lunges towards one of the hobgoblins, or one of the bugbears, rather, to attack. You can see he was one of the ones from the bone vendor, and he's just wearing everything he's got is covered in bones, and he's wielding a bone club, and he just shouts a battle cry as he goes after the first bugbear, and he hits him. This bugbear comes in to attack you, Bart.
What? No.
You happen to be the closest person.
I don't have shield anymore. Son of a bitch.
Ouch.
Yeah, he just comes out swinging and slams this Morning Star into Bart.
He's half dead already. No.
I
Seraphima,
am.
Seraphima, it is your turn.
Yay. Now, what to do, what to do, what to do, what to do. I want to scare some people shitless, but,
Do it. Get it, girl.
Alright, wait, is he in front? He is in front of me. I'm going to kick his ass. Alright, I'm gonna go after Bugbear number 3. And I am going to... What? So what does this be? So they're both wearing all bone. These bugbears. What are these bugbears
No,
wearing?
that's Pibble. Pibble is one of the goblins that's with you guys. The
Okay.
the bugbears. I keep saying hobgoblins. There's hobgoblins later. But the bugbears are just wearing leather armor.
Damn it. Neither one of them are wearing metal, so I can't use heat metal. Let's see. Oh, I could do that. I think I'm gonna call lightning.
Okay.
Hold on, let me read into the spell. I just prepared it today. Alright, 120 feet, concentration up to 10 minutes. Alright. One cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder that is 10 feet tall with 60-foot radius, centered on a point which you... How wide is this room, Casey? That we're all sitting in?
20, 25 feet at the widest.
So I could probably smush an entire fucking storm cloud into this corridor and just have lightning everywhere.
Check something.
Yeah. Check, please.
Can you target who it hits, or is this going to be frying us as well?
So,
Can't see the point in the air where the storm cloud appears.
yeah, this is a 60-foot column. This is a really tight space, and it's not that high up. The ceiling here is only about 15 feet.
Ooh,
It's not really enough space, I don't think, for this.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to check it. The spell fails if you can't see a point in the air. So, yeah, it wouldn't work in this space, and you would know that, so. Druids have a couple of other kind of outdoor spells.
Let's make it simple. Going to use Thorn Whip on number 3. Let's keep it simple and stupid.
The trusty whip.
Yep. Where is he? Oh, he's right next to me, so I don't have to scroll up. Gimme, 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 gimme. Alright. So...
That's a hit.
Nice.
Yay.
Saving shine pussy for later, huh?
Never gonna stop hearing that, am I? Alright, I think, and to end my turn, No, I'm gonna stay where I'm at. I was gonna move, but I'm like, you know what, no. Alright, so I'm done. Okay.
Alright. So from the back, you see Ursula Floxen pull up a crossbow, and he's going to take a -5 shot to the bugbear that's attacking you, Bart.
Yay!
But he seems pretty confident in the attack. He rolled a natural 20.
Holy shit balls.
Confident indeed.
And the bugbear fails his saving throw. So the bugbear takes a crossbow bolt right in the throat, and you watch as this black ichor seems to move, like trickle down his throat as he starts choking. And you realize not only has he just been shot in the throat with a crossbow, but the bolt was poisoned, and this bugbear drops instantly.
Jeebus.
Exceeds the damage by 13 points.
That would have been you, Mort. It was almost you.
And he is going to move in and past and through the goblins here. Glayman. Let's see, where is she? She's going to move a little bit. This past this gazer, she's going to cast a spell on it. Bart, you would recognize it as a magic missile that she casts as she's moving through, and she comes around the corner, and you just hear her go, "Uh-oh." Grub the Gutsy comes up with the scimitar, that he jumps up and he swings it at the gazer and rolls a natural 1, and he takes 5 points of damage from the pratfall as he slams himself into the wall.
Nice.
Wow.
He took a flying leap at this gazer and ended up giving himself a bloody nose. Namin comes in, and he is going to swing his scimitar at the gazer. And he kills it.
Nice.
You would hear him say in Goblin something, which I think only Mortimer would understand, but he's...
Nope.
He's saying that to his sister.
Oh, yeah, I can understand that.
All right. Booger comes charging up, and he attacks the bugbear. Not with a 3. But Fifi comes up with a morning star. You guys are so lucky you have so many people with you. She also misses.
Yeah, it's going pretty well.
Remora moves into the room, and she's going to cast a firebolt at the bugbear. She hits him. And Zeb basically throws Groin out of the way and moves in with his morning star. But he also misses. This bugbear is backed into a corner, and he deflects this the blow from Zeb after he takes the one from Fifi. The gazer is dead. Screech. Where's Screech? Yeah, Screech is going to come in, and he's going to get between Fifi and Zeb, and he's going to fire a short bow at the bugbear. Yeah, he can't get a good beat on her. All right, Schemo moves in. He's going to cast a firebolt also. Nope, not you. You. The scout moves in with a long bow, up real close with it, but fires it at the bugbear. Misses. It hits the shield that he's carrying and embeds itself into the shield. And then this guy's going to come up, mercenary with a long sword. He swings it at the bugbear. That's a hit. He's got a shield in one hand and this, and he's going to take a second attack with multi-attack. Oh, he's also got pack attacks because, so he's going to take advantage. He should have had it on the first one. I'll roll another, see if it was a nat 20. Okay, he misses with the second attack and he didn't get a nat on first. So, but he's going to then, knowing what he's doing, he's going to make room for someone else to move in. He's going to take a opportunity attack that fails. He swings his shield up just in time to knock the Morning Star away. And Mortimer, we come to you.
Bonus action to Shillelagh, and I'm going to take this whack at 47 here, sneaking through everyone.
Right. I hope I'm moving through this fast enough.
Doing the best you can. It's a lot of people.
God damn it.
And then, I'll just do that.
You're gonna what?
I was gonna back away a bit. I'll just stay there.
Oh, okay. So I draw Azure Edge, and seeing the one go down that I was talking to, I just start spinning her in my hand as I walk around the corner. And you watch as I'm walking, this flame travels down my arm from my amulet, and it travels up the haft of the axe and grows around the head of the axe. And as it grows, it's like blue and purple and red cascading lights all over the head of the axe as I cast Branding Smite. For my bonus action, I come around the corner and I just point down the hall at the rest of them and I say, "Vivi says hello, you sons of bitches!" And then I'm gonna charge the rest of the way down the hall towards them.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
You just see me around the corner, glowing bright as fuck with all these colors. And I'll end my turn there. Oh, I still have my action. I will wait. So 5, 10. So I can't move quite that far. I will prepare my action for the first thing to come in melee range to hack away.
All right. You're not going to have to wait very long because this guy's going to charge you. He has to use his action to do it, but he runs forward, and you can see behind him. There's a man that he's wearing a hood over his head, and he is kind of pointing out at you guys. He doesn't say anything right now, but the other two, you can see there's a woman that is very sturdy built, that is wielding a scimitar, and you see there's a warg behind them.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your attack on the thug.
Okay. That is a hit. Shablam.
All right,
And
not
then
bad.
attack again.
That's a hit.
Awesome. Sweet. And that's me.
All right.
Back in 2 seconds.
Sure. This guy's going to move a little bit. He's going to fire a. Is he? I don't think he is. Okay, he's gonna fall back.
The fuck is that?
Okay.
This
You want
guy's
to make it
gonna-
easier and just cast Fireball on all of our allies?
Thin the herd. Thin the herd.
Oops, I dropped a bead.
Oops. Shit.
All right. And then Powda comes around the corner, and you see he takes out a bunch of fireworks and he starts firing them down the hall. This corridor that you're in, Podrin, appears to have caved in at some point in the past, and it's lit up with these fireworks. The whole room goes red as he fires them down the hall at Nadia. One of them hits Nadia square in the chest, and the other one goes past. That one's going to hit though also. And then the bugbear gets his turn. He is going to take a swing at Mortimer. That's a hit. But he's kind of stuck in the corner where he can't really do anything else. Bart, it's your turn.
Holy crap. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Firebolt at this guy.
So you can fire it over Mort's head without a penalty.
Yay. Why did that give me advantage? Oh, because I targeted myself.
Uh,
I got
either
the
way,
crit
it's a
on the
hit.
bugbear though.
Either way, it's a hit, so don't worry. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
And it killed him.
Damn. 28 points with the Firebolt.
That is crazy.
Good old critical attacks.
All right, do you want to
Alright.
move or anything?
5, 10, 15, 25, 30. I'll stay here.
Get him, tags.
A lot of these are dashing right now. Just I'm not saying it, but they're trying to move in as far as they can. And the warg is going to charge you, Todrin. It doesn't really have the room to, but Jub Jub is right there though, so it's gonna go after him. It was coming after you, but he's closer. You watch as this warg grabs this goblin in its maw and just shreds him. It starts shaking its head, and goblin pieces just go everywhere.
No!
Codron, I need you to roll a dexterity save.
No, what's your name?
Jub Jub.
It's a Borderlands 3 reference.
I will
Oh,
miss
so
you,
it is.
I
Jub
have a
Jub.
Chinese meat bicycle.
Oh, sure, I roll well for that.
You hold your shield up and you don't get covered in goblin guts.
To be totally accurate, I was two-handing Azure Edge. I do not have my shield out.
So the guy in front of you is in the way, so you don't get covered in goblin guts.
Awesome. His chili recipe dies with him.
Groin just starts charging down the hall and says, "For yak!" He heard you say something like that.
That's adorable. I love it.
Nadia is going to take this opportunity to retreat.
What a bitch.
Seraphima, it is your turn.
All right. First couple questions. How far am I from Codron?
He's around the corner in about 30, about 40 feet.
All right, and how
Maybe longer if it's around the corner.
close can I get to him using movement? I can't remember.
You could get almost right to him.
So
5, 10, 15, 20. You could get up to here if you wanted.
okay, so like right behind him, like here.
Almost. It'd be more like right here.
Okay. Ooh, we have a ward. All
I
right.
need to put these all in a proper square.
Wait.
Yeah, there's a warg and there are 2 thugs that are currently fighting. I need to get rid of Jub Jub.
No, he was the best of us.
Crazy. Yeah. All right. So let me see how long this stretches. I'm trying to debate whether I want to use Thorn Whip again or if I want to actually turn into something big and scary and attack as an animal.
Do the second one. It sounds awesome as hell. Only you can do that.
Yeah, I know.
Only you can
Alright,
prevent forest fires.
God damn it, I just thought of that. Great minds. So Kason, at my level right now, can I turn into a direwolf?
I don't think so. You could turn into a regular wolf, I know for sure.
Well, yeah, that's second level.
Let me check. I believe right now, so 8th level you'd be able to do a CR1 creature, which I think a dire wolf is. You could do a chihuahua.
Thanks, Kason.
Wow.
Sorry. You can do up to
Already?
1/2 CR, which is wolves.
Lion?
They're not a lion. Lion's a CR. But
Never mind. I
Well-
thought you had direwolf.
Yeah, I know.
not yet, but soon. basically anything about that size. You could do a horse, or I think a warhorse even.
Warhorse has a cool stampede ability.
Yeah, you could do a warhorse. They're 1/2 CR.
You could turn into a chihuahua. Yes, I shall strike fear in the hearts of my enemies.
Hey, apparently Halaster is terrified of him.
Actually, I might actually do that to him and see what he does later.
The druid will remember this.
Yeah.
It's a good way to get disintegrated.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah.
A regular crocodile is 1/2 CR.
Yeah, but I would rather do that in water because they're faster
Right.
in water than they are on land. I wish there was a list.
Warhorse has a really cool stampede ability for.
There is a
I'm
list.
thinking about the warhorse.
There is a list. I think I gave it to you. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But I will make sure to give it to you after the game.
Okay. I think I'm gonna turn myself into a warhorse.
Hell yeah!
A white warhorse.
So I am going to share with you the warhorse stat block so you can see all of that.
Okay.
If Todd wasn't in love before.
So you can do anything that's on that. Your hit points go to 19, which is lower than what they are right now, but that's okay. It'll be fine. What I'm gonna do, because Fantasy Grounds doesn't have like an automated way to handle this, I'm gonna give you 19 temporary hit points, and when those go away, you will revert to your regular form.
Okay.
If they go away.
Okay. Okay, so basically, does everybody see? Do they see me change into a warhorse?
What everyone sees in front of them is, in just a matter of seconds, Seraphima kind of lunges out forward, and her body morphs and transforms into that of a warhorse. Her front arms become the front legs of the horse, and just her whole body just shifts into this form in just a blink of an eye.
Okay. Can I attack using my form on this round, or do I have to wait?
I'm not sure if Wild Shape is an action itself. I think it is.
I think there's a certain class of druid that it becomes a bonus action.
Right. It's starting at 2nd level, you can use your action to magically assume the shape of a creature. So you have. That's your action and some of your movement.
Okay.
If you have a bonus action that you wanted to use, you could do that.
Well, I was wondering if I could just run at least the guy that's in front of Todrum.
I think it might have to be on your next turn.
Okay, if that's fine. I just wanted to know if I could do that now or not.
All right.
Okay. So yeah, I'm a giant white warhorse now.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, trampling charge is the one you want to look at.
Mhm.
So Bart pushing around you, and basically under your legs, Seraphima is Grub the Gutsy as he comes running forward. He gets into combat with you and Todder and the other one. He had to dash to do it though. Naman is going to get up close to where his sister is. Booger. Sticky fingered.
I'm gonna hope that name comes from the fact that he likes to steal things and not the obvious.
Leave that up to the imagination. Remora comes up behind you, Bart, and says, just whispers in your ear from behind. She says, "Quite the little army you brought."
Indeed.
As Zeb pushes past the both of you to charge forward.
Yeah, the DM must be hating it.
No, you should see the grin on my face. I'm loving it. It's a lot to handle, but this is going to be really interesting.
Like Matt said in that one episode of Critical Role, now you all get to sit there and watch me play with my toys.
Exactly. I do apologize. Mortimer, it is your turn. I had expected it to be you guys and the Zentarum. Not you guys, the Zentarum, and goblins.
Right?
Were you gonna? Is that your movement and your action?
Cast and bless. Yep.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Thanks, man.
All right, Todrin, it is your turn.
Cool.
Mort, did I skip you the last time?
No.
Okay. I've got a lot going on, and I'm a little worried that I may skip somebody. If I do, please tell me. I'll go back.
It's almost my second turn.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So yeah, I will continue wailing on this Thug 16 here. Thank God for that bless. Whack. Yeah. Plant the axe in his skull, and as he drops to his knees, I boot him back, raise it up again, step forward, and kind of skirt around the warg here.
Yeah, it's still got a mouthful of goblin.
And I'll hit this dude in the face, hopefully. Man, awful rolls. Glad I'm blessed. Yeah, this one's gonna be a second level smite.
Powder and hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
Wow.
So it's that, and this, and some of that. And that, well, then I'll use my bonus action. Is hair, that's an action. So I will cast Branding Smite on myself again. And that will be my turn.
All right. From down the hall, Todrin, further in, you can hear shouting.
We're gonna have more company shortly. Oh, my bad.
This is Xanathar guy.
You skipped Shun. I clicked it when you did.
No, I just did him.
Oh,
That was him. That was
my
him.
bad.
The shouting was him.
Gotcha.
I should have given this guy advantage because he's got pack tactics. Sorry.
Do it. Ain't scared. Okay, ow.
You will be.
I am now.
Ha! That's a cute pig sticker you got there.
So Powder comes up with a smoke powder bomb, and he's going to try to throw it into the warg's mouth. He rolled a 2.
Oh.
I need you, Todrin, to roll a dex save along with Zeb and the warg. Zeb makes it. Oh wait, I forgot. Also, Powder himself. This is the guy that's missing fingers, by the way.
And Grub?
Grub is fine. Where's Grub?
Next to me.
Grub is one of the ones I had roll,
Oh, okay.
I think.
You said Zeb.
So you take 4 points of damage, fire damage, Todrin.
Okay. Powda and Grub would get my +4 to their saving throws.
Okay.
Todrin the Tall's got a nice ring to it. Oh, God, I shouldn't have given this to you.
Uh,
How did you not see that coming? It was
Todrin,
good.
despite that, you watch as Grub takes enough shrapnel that he goes down.
Ooh.
The warg is also going to take some of that.
Some of that grub. Jub.
Where's the warg? I can't find it. There he is. Okay.
Go back to Yak and be like, if you would have given us more goblins, you would have less goblins to deal with.
Yeah, these are all his smallest fans, for sure.
Todrin, you watch as this guy comes up. This guy looks a little more professional than some of the other Zentarum. He's got this long sword in both hands. And he swings it at this warg. And then he brings in a second attack. That's also a hit. Yeah, he brings the sword right into the neck of this creature and sends it howling. Bartholomew.
Do I have a clear view of the warg from here?
A clear view? No. It's, I would say, with as many people as there are between you and it, it'd be a -5 for any kind of attack roll.
What about from here?
I'd say yeah, you could get a clear shot from there.
All right, I'm going to cast Shatter on the warg, and I will make it pass over Todrin, the Sternhelm, and Powda.
Right. That's a fail for both of them.
Hell yeah.
The thunder!
Holy shit.
And this terrible sound erupts in this area, and both of the warg and the Xanathar guy go down with just ear-splitting pain.
Advance!
Charge!
Yeah, and with that Taga runs forward, basically climbs right over the warg body and into the next room, or the next area of the hall here. Oh god, where is he? This guy's gonna actually take a moment to cast. He actually does not have that spell. That's interesting. Okay, never mind. Groin goes running forward past you and the Xanathar guy. Todrin, you see that burly woman coming around the corner again and looks out, and she shouts something back. Roll a perception check.
Perception. Meh.
Okay. there's so much going on, so much shouting behind you and everything. It's hard to say what she may have said.
There's a horse. I'm distracted.
Seraphine,
My
is your turn.
turn.
Oh shit. My turn.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any more enemies off the board right now. I gallop forward.
Awesome.
Yeah,
my icon
these
so
people all
big?
make way for you.
Yeah. Why is my icon so big?
Because you're the size of a horse.
Oh, okay. I'm huge then.
You take up 10 square feet.
Nice. Hold on. Are we still in combat? Because there's
We are still in combat,
Okay.
and we will be till the end of the session, I'm sure.
Um.
Can you use your action to scoop me up?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I stop in front of Todred and I just look down at him, like, come on.
Hell yeah.
All right. I will say there is something you can do.
Okay.
Are you going to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. Todrin, I'm going to just, for the sake of this, I'm just going to say that you are now mounted on Seraphima. You can ride her and move her, but she is still in control of where she goes. You are not controlling the mount. So.
Right, so I go where she goes.
Right.
You hear me
Okay,
mumble
so-
under my breath, "Where have you been all my life?"
You hear me make like a horse noise. And like that sounds almost like laughter.
How much further can you move?
Yeah, how much further can I move?
Quite a bit.
Oh, okay. So I wanna actually go down this top corridor, actually.
Okay.
So, I'm
So
gonna
you come to this door. It is locked, however. But when you look around the corner, you can see there's this one person that's got their head around the corner, watching as you guys come up.
And do I see him?
I would say yes. You would both see. That's the burly one.
But like I like snort like angry snort. Have you ever seen a horse get angry?
Right? Just
And then I fucking just whinny really loudly, like I've spotted something. Can I still move?
That's as far as I think you can get.
Oh yeah, then I'm whinny an alert.
Let me see.
I'm just waving Azure Edge in the air.
You've got a little bit more movement, but not much. So 2 more tiles basically. So
All right, yeah.
so
So
from
right.
from here, you would have 2 more tiles.
Oh, okay. So like here is good.
Right there.
Okay.
This guy's going to come up and he is going to fire a crossbow at the horse. Just surprised that there's a horse in front of him. Wasn't
Yep.
expecting that.
Oh, damn it.
And he's going to move in with a mace in his other hand that he just drops the crossbow on the ground there and pulls out this other weapon. And that's going to be it for him.
They root back.
It kind of tickles me that Glamin and Namin both end up like going right after each other.
It's perfect.
Could find where the actual squares are, it'd be great. There we go.
Yeah, grid floor pattern makes this kind of tough.
Yeah, I need to find a better one, but there's a lot of the maps I've done recently that use this particular one because
it looks great.
the other one was removed for some reason. But that's a different subject.
It looks great. I like it.
Where's Booger? There he is.
Nose.
Wow. Sorry. It took a second for that to sink in. Not for this guy, they're not. All over his damn hands.
Ew.
Ew.
Oh, that's nice. I had to put my freaking butter right next to my computer's fucking fan. And now it's melted.
Yeah, it's fucking hot up here. Is it hot down there, Drex?
Mm-mm.
It's like... I got the AC going in the office, and I step out in the hall, and it's like a 20-degree difference up.
So
Jeez.
Todrin and Serafino, you watch a Duragar come running up the stairs here. He's got a war pick in one hand, but he uses action to dash, so he just gets into the room with you guys.
Okay.
This guy is also going to dash. He's going to come running up.
Here they come.
Actually, hang on. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he's going to run into combat with this guy. Just into the room.
My turn needs to get here real quick so I can sample somebody.
Yeehaw.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Roy Rogers, bitch.
It's
Mortimer,
high noon.
Mortimer, it's your turn. Todrin, you're on deck.
Hell yeah.
Father, why are you asking me?
Dash.
What's the matter?
That's all I got.
Okay. Oops,
Man.
I'm sorry.
Short
I
legs.
did it to you. Your turn.
All right. I will lean forward over Sarah's mane and give this guy a whack in the face or two. Hopefully. This will be one-handed for sure.
I'm sure I can position myself so you can hit somebody better.
She ain't got no saddle. I gotta hang on with one hand.
You're very back in there.
That's a hit.
Jesus. All right, so there's one, and here's the other one. We're going in raw. Die, motherfucker.
Wow.
Oh, it didn't kill him. Damn. And that's me.
Oh. I was not expecting that at all. It was so from my water. Oh yeah, I almost did stick take. Most of it just came out of my nose.
That's great.
Jesus Christ. Going in raw. Like, yes, the fuck we are. Oh my god. Oh, my stomach. Oh.
Bart, it's your turn.
All right. 25, 30.
I'm
I'll
so
move
glad
up
I
here.
did custom tokens on everyone.
Big time, man.
Do I have a clear sight on any of these guys? I mean, I can see over the goblins, right?
You can see over the goblins, yes. I would say you
So I
have a
can
clear
see the
shot
rear
on
guard and
both.
26.
Yeah, yes. In fact, she should be on an actual square, and he should be on an actual square. He should be on an actual square. Yeah.
All right, here's another question. With 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, so I can see the Guild Thug 5, right?
Yes.
And Todrin and Seraphima are in that giant block, right?
Right.
Alright, well then... Signature move, baby. I'm gonna cast Fireball on the wall right behind Guild Thug 5.
Heating
Okay.
things up.
And I'm going to make it pass over Seraphima and Hind, Booger, and if Groin is there, Groin as well.
Which is a
So-
sentence you just had to say.
It's a 20-foot right there.
Okay.
Is it 20
let's-
feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 20-foot radius, so it's a 40-foot bubble.
So like that.
It's huge. Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So all 4 of them in that bubble. Then go ahead.
Oh yeah, look at all those fails.
Just think about them fails.
Cool. Excellent.
Well, there's one dead.
And that's me.
Beautiful.
Okay. Taga is going to sidestep around Zeb, and she's going to fire a heavy crossbow at the Durgar.
Just think about them fails.
That's
Just
a
think
miss.
about them balls.
So he watches this. The Durgar throws a shield up in the way, and it deflects off of the shield. The crossbow bolt shatters. Does no harm to either of you, but you do get kind of pelted with debris from the crossbow
Hey,
bolt.
watch your fire.
It wasn't that bad.
I know, I'm just giving
It's
tags
just flavor. Okay. This guy is going to swing his mace. That is a miss. Actually, I think he'd come in from this side. And you watch as Yorn, this half-orc, big guy, comes in swinging a long sword that he just cuts down this goblin, or excuse me, not the goblin, the Xanathar thug that the
That weapon's pretty neat.
cleric just missed. And Groin. Groin is going to try and fire his short bow at the Durgar. That was almost a 20. He misses.
Welcome. Welcome to my world.
Todrin, you see
day, I guess.
another were-rat that you guys have seen just yesterday comes around the corner.
Ah, son of a...
It is only going to get that foot close, though. Actually,
You
let me
did
check.
not pick your positioning well.
That's what you think.
I just meant going to the Xanathar in the first place.
Nadia is going to come running in, and she's going to attack the goblin.
Nadia, the bearded lady.
I did not give her her own.
Yeah, you did. She's got a beard. It's canon.
But she cuts down Groin
No.
and kills him. She's still got one more attack. She's gonna throw the dagger at Booger. She hits it. And you watch this dagger get thrown and sticks right into the side of his shoulder, and he just screams out in pain.
Booger's heavy. Heavy booger.
Another were-rat comes running around the corner, dashing up the stairs and into the fray.
Just keep coming.
Good.
A javelin comes through from the darkness down below, and it's going to be a hit on Seraphima.
Come on, don't lose the horse form. Don't lose the horse form. Awesome.
Seraphima, it's your turn.
Fucking hit me, why don't you? Alright, where's my horse's back? There we are. Alright, I want to trample some people. I'm gonna trample this were-rat. Yeah, it says if horse moves at least 20 feet straight toward a creature and then hits. Okay.
So I imagine us backing up to the wall to the north and then charging straight down.
Yeah. No, I want to move the damn thing. Thank you. All right, now how do I? All right, Kason, how would I roll this? If I do to see if it hits.
You would roll an attack as normal. So, for a warhorse, give me a second.
Melee weapon
roll
attack.
roll a
plus
d.
hit.
Yeah, roll a d20 plus 6 for the attack.
Okay.
And if this hits, you knock him down.
A d20 and a d6.
No, just the d20 plus 6. We'll add the 6 to the number you roll.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more than enough to hit him.
Hell yes.
So he needs to roll a saving throw. He fails the saving throw, so he is knocked prone.
All right.
You can, if you want, you can keep going down the stairs.
Well, when she knocks the target prone, she gets an additional attack with her hooves as it's on the ground next in front of her.
Sure, go ahead.
Yep.
Which is advantage because he's prone,
That's true.
right?
Here's the problem. It's a were-rat, and you have to be doing silver damage with those hooves.
Oh.
You get the impression that as this goes down, and the were-rat's on the ground, but it's not taking any damage.
Well, if I can go the whole way down the stairs.
You can only use the attack once, but you can keep moving. Is what I was getting at.
Well, that sucks.
It's a creature.
Yeah, the second attack is only on the one you knock prone, so
right.
we can move past if that's what you want to do. But
well, what I was gonna do was go down, hit this were-rat, take a left, and fucking go up.
Do it.
Like I was gonna do this and just go whee, like in a big circle.
You can do that, sure.
Okay. I'll pull out my bow then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna be at the end of my turn. It's just at the top of the corridor again, against the wall.
I'm all excited to wail on the were-rat, and then you turn and run away. I'm like, what? Okay, right. Bow time.
All right, Erstal is going to bring that crossbow that he's still got out, and he's going to fire it at Nadia. That's a miss with the crossbow.
Damn. Pull your weight, Erstal, bastard.
Glommen is going to fire a short bow, also at Nadia. Also misses. And Naman is going to come running up, and he's going to get right up here next to Zeb, and he's going to cast Burning Hands against Nadia, the Were-Rat, and the Xanathar Thug. Let's see, what is the range on that? It is a 15-foot cone. We're going to see if he knows how to do this without killing his friend. Not really. I'm going to say that's it. Booger is enough out of it. I think that he would be okay. So he's just going to do damage to those three that are there. So that's a fail. That's a fail. That's a fail. So all three of them are going to take 3d6 damage, including the Were-Rat. And he ends up killing one of the thugs.
Nice.
Booger is going to try and swing and attack, but it's going to miss. It's whether he hits or not, it won't do any damage to the Were-Rat that he's currently in combat with. And Fifi is going to come up and she's going to swing her Morning Star at Nadia. And miss. And she's going to... Sorry.
No, you're good. I didn't sleep a lot last night, so.
Remora casts a magic missile at Nadia.
You are a
You
married
watch
man
these,
now.
these three bolts of
What?
blue energy come flying around Fifi's head and hits bam, bam, bam right into Nadia there. And Zeb is going to run in and he is going to try to attack the Were-Rat. That's a hit. So, surprisingly, you might not have expected, but his damage actually does work, as you realize he must be carrying a magic weapon.
Nice.
We're going to do that manually, though. Hang on. Okay. The Duragar is going to increase his size as an action, and he's going to move into up against you guys there in the corner, trying to hem you in.
That's more my speed.
Greach tries to fire a short bow at the Were-Rat, but it misses. And Schimo's standing there next to Mortimer and just kind of looks down at Mortimer, or not down there, about the same height, but just kind of exchanges a glance with him. He doesn't do anything. He's just watching.
Bastard.
Stalwart's going to come up right beside Remora and try and fire a shot. That's a miss. She gets a multi-attack, though. That one's going to hit. He's going to attack the Were-Rat, but he can't do anything to it. Mortimer, it's your turn.
One second.
Sorry, Kai. Kalania?
Yeah, I'm here. Hold on.
Okay.
That makes selecting word people.
Ooh, it's a hit. Nice.
Ooh.
Rat where? Good shot. Right, so this big fucker's coming up on us. We're up against the wall, and I'm just gonna smack my axe into his hands as he's reaching out to hit me or Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
And since we're not really moving, I'm gonna go two-handed with this. Yeah, baby. We're gonna throw a smite into that. Second level. Kaboosh. And take that! 2 ones, come on!
Still enough to kill him.
3 ones. Oh, it works. Okay, cool. I just lop both his hands off at the wrist as he reaches for her.
Exactly.
And alright, so that was 1 attack. Can I switch to my bow since I'm not really moving?
I'll
or
say
doing
yes.
Anything else?
I'll say yes.
Alright. So I'll switch to the bow and take a shot at Nadia kind of from behind here. Well, there's plenty of people there. I'll try to shoot Duragar. Do those stairs go down?
They do.
Okay, perfect. I'll try to shoot
So-
Duragar 12.
I would say he would have cover, but you're up high on the mount, so you will not suffer a cover penalty.
Cool. Five, yeah. And that's my turn. Let's go get him.
CA is going to push his way past, and he is going to go after Nadia. That's a hit. He is going to use a key point to try and stun her. However, she is not stunned.
A key
He's going
point.
to try it again.
Good old monk.
His second attack misses, however. He watches a sort of beam of whitish blue energy comes out of one of the eyes of this gazer, focused on Booger. But Booger seems to dodge out of the way, and it just leaves an icy trail behind him. Powder comes running up with a bunch of fireworks in hand, but no real target except for people all in between him and what he's trying to do. Veteran. Yeah, he's going to move up into combat with Nadia.
Nice.
Second one is a miss, unfortunately.
What's that guy
And
using?
Bart. Longsword.
Gotcha.
Mm. Five, 10, 15, 20. All right, so standing in this line, would you say I have a? I would say so. That these 3 guys are all in a line.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt.
Alright.
Cut off Nadia's beard. It's the source of her power.
And I'll arc around Pfeffy. Do I have myself targeted? I do. Okay. I failed my own. Oh no, I succeeded.
Nice, dude.
Zap.
Triple kill.
Yeah, it instantly kills one of the were-rats. And the gazer goes. The gazer doesn't even appear anymore. It's just gone. Just incinerated.
He does that
Anything
thing
else?
the Flood do in Halo 1. It just expands for a second and then bursts.
Like a zit.
Exactly. Like a big, ugly zit. Not
Okay,
that
Kai.
there are attractive zits.
Kai, we're probably gonna call it for the night here soon because there's still a lot more here, and you guys aren't gonna finish this tonight. And it's almost 9 o'clock. Oh wait, he's muted.
You just want to call it at the end of the combat round?
If you guys want to, it's still a little. Nah, it's not that early, but we could. It's up to you guys.
Dude, I could go all night. I don't care.
I could too. I could go on for all night, to be honest, but with Kai on the phone, I don't know.
1 second. Yo!
Hello?
Oh,
Oh.
shit. Hi.
When are we
go.
timed out for
We got
lock-in?
6 minutes.
6 minutes? Okay. I will set up a team here.
Okay.
We have
I
one,
already
we have
made
one, Hind. You're already invited.
and we
Oh,
gotta go
okay.
fast.
Can you get Drax in there too?
Max should be invited, I think, maybe.
Someone's gotta...
I think that's.
Okay, Link, you apparently are exiled.
Oh no.
Oh, I know.
All right. We're
Alright.
still playing, but I'm gonna tell him to wrap it up.
Okay.
But I'll tell Drax to accept it.
What's happening? Oh, we're still doing this.
To get back and we'll see.
All right. So Drax, Clash is up, and our men made a team for us.
You're super what about team for us?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There's Clash. The lock-in ends in 5 minutes, and our men set up a team for us. So you
All
should
right.
have an
Oh,
invite
shit.
waiting for you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
My people talk to their people, and we're good to go.
In that case, we will stop here for the night at the top of the next round, and we will continue this next week.
Sweet.
I'm assuming next week. Is next week good?
Is for me.
No, next week. No, next week is D&D in person.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
When did we set that up?
Last weekend, because we were gonna do it last weekend, but Bree was busy. Not last weekend. Yeah. last
Oh,
weekend.
right. You kind of said something in
So-
passing about the new date.
Just super quick, and I'll let you guys go. Schedule change, is that still happening?
It is. Yep. Like I said, it will be hard to tell what's
problem.
happening, but I think our current starting time, like today, should be fine.
Okay.
I'll let you guys know
Well, in that
when
case,
I know.
good luck with your game. Before you head off, any questions, comments, suggestions? Anyone? I hope this is not taking too long. I really apologize for having so many important.
Not
tokens
at
on
all.
the
The only
board.
reason we're doing
Oh,
this is
okay.
because we ended
Lock-
up wrapping up in time.
Yeah, lock-in time is a limited thing, so since we were about to finish, I just wanted
Yeah.
to see if we could, and we can. So,
Well, good luck with your game.
thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Good
Good
game.
luck, boy.
Good RP, Kylie. It's always fun. Thanks for playing along
Yeah.
with me.
Of
Yeah, it was a
course.
lot of fun.
Next week
And
we will
love
continue.
you too, Kai.
Yeah, bye, Kai.
Yeah, he's muted. I'll tell him.
All
All right. Ciao, guys.
right, y'all. Talk to you later.
All right, have fun, boys.
Me too.
Remind me of the story I was supposed to tell you. I forgot. Oh yeah, Hind giving
The
birth.
slod.
I'll type that up later.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Ciao,
later.
guys.
You have 3
Bye.
minutes left to lock in.
Heller.
3 minutes left.
Lock in.
Start the goddamn thing.
Do you have a ticket?
Yeah, hold on. I had to demolish a
Yeah,
Aurelian
Another
soul
squad here.
bullshit.
I'm, kinda
I'm
dying.
coming out.
I beamed someone with a spitty. He's cracked lit 62 flesh.
Here, come armor swap. Come armor swap here.
Where?
Back here, shop.
I can't get all the way back there. I'm just gonna swap with this one that's sitting right here.
Fair enough.
Can we start it yet? Okay. Alright, I guess it's gonna start for us.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the bathroom.
I hit him for 72.
Fuse is cracked and 52 had flush.
I need another armor swap. Give me a second. Okay, I got another armor swap.
Bangahor on me is cracked.
There's one behind us as well, inside Hammond.
Oh my god, I just fucking missed. Can you come on me? Please. there's
Phrasing.
Finishing. Can you on me, fuse. Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay, true. I can do something.
Where are you?
I'm inside with the guy who.
Oh, there
I
was
need
one
you to come on me real quick.
Yes.
I
Come
got
on
you.
me,
I'll
come
come
on me,
I'll
come
come
on
on you.
Yes.
Alright.
What's happening?
I mean, if
Oh,
you
shit.
insist.
You
See how
asked
bad I
for it,
was
man.
lagging? Holy shit.
I didn't see you lagging. I just saw you missing like a loser. Idiot.
Okay.
Got
That's
him.
bad.
Keck W.
We got another kill that time, and it was literally with the Sentinel. So now it's 2-2-2. 2 sniper kills, 2 kills, 2 season 8 kills. God damn it.
Nice.
That's terrible. Hate that.
Okay, I'm trying to find a team.
It's a damn orgy out here. It's a damn
Okay,
orgy out
I'm
here.
requesting teams.
Okay, Link.
I'm requesting teams.
Wait, what are you doing, Link? You
He's
mind saying it one more
requesting
time for me?
clash teams.
I'm
No,
requesting
I know,
clash
that was-
teams.
It was a joke.
No, you don't.
All of them have 2 people or 1 person. I wish they were actually brain dead and actually. Oh,